Thanks for joining us for this presentation of high school football on Goffstown TV between the Bedford Bulldogs and your Goffstown Grizzlies.
We're going to go over today's agenda a little bit. I'm going to recap last week's game. What a phenomenal game last week was. We're going to take a look at the matchup between the Bulldogs and the Grizzlies, and then we're going to introduce our special guest. You're looking at him right now, Principal Frank McBride. Frank, welcome to the show. Glad you could make it.
Pleasure to be here.
Let's get started right away. Nashua South, 2 words for that game. Fast start. Immediately, first play of the game, interception, Andrew Duval. Immediately, the next play, first play on offense, 60-yard touchdown by this young guy. Let's go! Coach Huff had to say about the game was that the offensive line played well. When the offensive line plays well, what do? You run the ball. And that's exactly what the Grizzlies did. They ran the ball. They ran it so much we had 3 carriers, over 100 yards. Connor Bork, Carter Cormier, and Casey Gervais, all well over 100 yards. Connor Bork, Casey Gervais, and Nick Moquin, 2 touchdowns apiece. Let's go through the early possessions of the game. First play, Connor Bork, 60-yard touchdown, 7-0. Second possession of the game, Casey Gervais from the 3-yard line, touchdown. Andrew Duval, crisscross, applesauce, 3 times, enters the end zone, 21-0. Touchdown. Casey Gervais with the 40-yard keeper, in and out, scrambling all over, touchdown, 28-0. Sixth possession of the game. Actually, the 5th was the only time the Grizzlies didn't score. They let the clock run out right before the half. 6th possession, 35-0. Nick Moquin, 10-yard run, touchdown. 7th possession, great setup, 36-yard run by Carter Cormier. Nick Moquin, 19-yard run, and what did he do? Touchdown! 9th possession of the game, 49-0. Carter Cormier diving at the pylon into the end zone from 22 yards. He made it 49-0 at the half. What did he do? Touchdown! And then to close things out, we had the sophomore Handrahan. 5 yards out. What did he do? Touchdown! The only time the Grizzlies didn't score that game was right before the clock ran out, right at the defense, right at the half. Let's talk about the defense. As much as we talk about the offense, and I love to talk about the offense, and I love to talk about touchdown! You've got to talk about the Grizzlies defense, the stand that they're making this year. Not one team has scored more than 14 points. In fact, it took Nashua South Panthers to the 3rd quarter to even cross the 50-yard line. Now, here's an interesting part. They crossed the 50-yard line in the 2nd quarter. They made it to the 48. They ultimately punted from their own 48. The Grizzlies stuffed them, knocked them back. They didn't even cross and hold the possession for 4 downs in the Grizzlies zone. Kudos to the defense. Let's talk a little more about the defense. Jack Nordine. Is Jack here in the crowd? League-leading 5 sacks. Had another sack on the day. Grizzlies defense held the Panthers in the first half to only 47 yards. Folks, we can't say enough. Last week was a super game. If you have a chance on a Friday night to go to some of these stadiums, they're terrific that we have around the state. State has done a super job. Now, what we've all been waiting for, let's talk about the matchup. This is a matchup where the teams have played 6 times in school history. It's been an even game, whether it's Red Sox, Yankees, Celtics, Lakers, or the Bulldogs and Grizzlies. After 6 times, it's an even match. It's 3-3. What's going to happen this week? The only way to determine that is to take a look at what's happened in the past. When we take a look at what Bedford has done against Nashua North, they beat them 48-0. Goffstown played Nashua North, beat them 35-6. Nashua South on the docket. Bedford cleaned them up at 67-27. take note that they actually scored 27 points, which has never happened on a Grizzly field. South, 61-14. We just talked about that one. Woo! The Blackbirds from Keene go into Bedford, 47-3. The Grizzlies dismantle the Blackbirds, 37-14. The other two games that Bedford had played was BG and Memorial, 43, and again, they let up 22 points. They played Memorial, 49-0. The Grizzlies played Concord, 42-7, our opening game here at the Grizzly Den. In Elvern, we dismantled the Broncos, 51-14. That gives us a grand total, folks. If you're taking notes, if you have your pad of paper, it's 256 points for the Bulldogs and only 52 points scored against them. When you look at the Grizzlies, it's 226 points and 55 scored against them. Folks, what I'm going to have to say is this. This young man here, numerous others in the background, this young man here, these are the starters on the team. Very rarely do they even see the third quarter when they play Goffstown. That's the difference that we make. That's the difference of what the scores would make. 51 points is what the Bulldogs are averaging on offense. The Grizzlies are averaging 45. The points allowed, Grizzlies are allowing 11 points to Bedford's 10.4. Very, very close. But the sacks in the defense is where we lead. And our sack leading, league leading 5 with Jack Nordine is certainly an imposing threat. Some individual stats and some leaders on the rushing side of the ball. For Bedford Bulldogs, Nick Leahy, number 1 in the state, 541 yards, 13 touchdowns. Again, plays much more than just 2 quarters of a football game, is what I'm hearing from a source. To Connor Bork, our leading rusher, 538 yards with 9 touchdowns. When it comes to passing, I'd take Casey Gervais all day long. I haven't even seen this, Connor Robert, but Casey is the man. 35 attempts, 35 completion on 59 attempts, 559 yards for 6 touchdowns, Frank, and 320 yards and 7 touchdowns rushing. Connor Robert, the quarterback for the Bulldogs, 31 completions for 45 attempts, 7 touchdowns, 561 yards. But guess what, Grizzlies? He's thrown 2 interceptions. Receiving. Every good football team has depth, and that's exactly what Coach Huff has on this particular football team. The Bulldogs have 1 receiver with 1 touchdown, 200 yards receiving. That's Husan. The Grizzlies have much more than that. Let's start with Frankie Castillo-Diaz. Over 200 yards, 233 yards, in fact, receiving for 3 touchdowns. You want to spread out the ball? How about the man in motion, the sophomore, the interception king on defense, but on offense, he picks up over 100 yards with 1 touchdown on the season as well. Folks, I got to tell you, it's going to come down to the defense, and that's really what I think the Grizzlies are going to be their strong point. When we look at the Grizzly offense, Frank, we really see a much better, much more diversified offense. It's almost like I've been telling all my friends, they're like, how good are the Grizzlies doing? I'm like, well, when you look at the Grizzlies, think of the Patriots, but only Tom Brady can run. That's what we have here at the Grizzlies. We have a tight end. We have a great quarterback. We have a great running back. We have a great wide receiver. We have a great slot receiver. Oh, let's count a couple of them, Frank. 1, 2, and 3. The weapons are going to be all deployed on the Bulldogs. The Grizzlies are going to go on for a victory, is my prediction. Folks, let's bring up our special guest, Frank McBride, the principal here at Goffstown High School. Frank, you've done an amazing job. I've known you for the last couple of years now, and really what I wanted to first say is congratulations. It's been come to my attention that the U.S. News and World Report recently gave the high school a silver award. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Short version, and we'll get back to the football, is we've been lucky the last few years to be recognized by U.S. News and World Report. Basically, it's based on state test data, advanced placement scores, percentage of kids taking advanced placement tests. So we've been very pleased to be recognized, and I'm happy for our staff and our students. We have a great group here at Goffstown High School.
Yeah,
so.
Frank, it's just kudos to you again. It's just, at the end of the day, we're talking about football, but really, these are still kids. They're what they call student athletes. And if my memory serves me right, the word student comes first. And at the end of the day, it's all about a good education. And if they can have a great football career, that's even more powerful.
Absolutely.
Frank, since you've been here, we're coming in. I mean, the kid is just a phenomenal athlete, contributing as a sophomore. You see him add to the aggressiveness of Ian Ruthier. Then you see the ends of Tyler Small and Cam Bond, and the defensive ends. Timmy Como and the D-backs like Zach Como. The defense is what really impresses me an awful lot. I know we talk about the offense a lot, but I wanted to take the opportunity to kudos to the defense. I'm really excited to see that. And like we said, the defense or the offense just basically has more weapons to deploy. That's really what we had to say. So my prediction here is 28-14. We're going to have the Grizzlies on top, and I'm hoping that we get to kick off first, and I want to just hit them in the mouth hard. I'd like to thank Frank McBride for joining us today. I'm Al Parkman, the voice of the Grizzlies. Come on down, and we're going to see you at the Grizzly Den. Thanks for tuning in.
Well done.
Welcome, Grizzly Nation, to the Grizzly Den. I'm Al Potvin, voice of the Grizzly, joined with me, TJ and Torcio, in the Eagles' Nest high above the Grizzly Den for today's Division I matchup between the Bulldogs 5-0 against the 5-0 Goffstown Grizzlies. Tom?
Tremendous day for some high school football here. We have a preview of two potential playoff teams. Should be a fantastic afternoon.
Boy, oh boy, October the 10th. 2015, this is the date of the game. You had the Celtics and the Lakers, the Yankees and the Red Sox, and now you have the Bulldogs and the Grizzlies. Tom, what's interesting is about these two teams have faced each other now 6 times, and it's a 3-3 record, which is absolutely amazing. Just adds to the rivalry between the two towns.
Definitely two of the better teams in the state, and excited to see what today brings. Great battle of two playoff teams.
You know, Tom, I just want to do a quick shout-out for the thousands of attendants here at the Grizzly Den, as well as the thousands listening across the nation. Big shout-out to Steve and Tracy Bond, who are unable to be here. Number 2, Cambaum's parents are away traveling. Also, we have some fans out in California. Former head coach of the Bedford Bulldogs, Kurt Hines. We got some friends and family down in Florida as well as Tennessee. So welcome, everybody. Enjoy the broadcast today. This is really going to be a doozy.
Welcome, welcome.
Tom, I think what makes this more interesting tonight is looking in the newspaper this morning and seeing that the number 1 ranked Astros of Pinkerton lost 17-7 against Winnicott. Not only did today's game hold some weight as far as playoff implications, but as of short term, probably the number 1 standing will change on Tuesday.
Yeah, it has a lot of implications for many reasons. Looking ahead to the playoffs, the winner of today could very well be your number 1 seed for Division I in the state. So a big game here for the Goffstown Grizzlies and Bedford Bulldogs.
We got the coin toss by Senator D'Alessandro. He's in the house. He even knows it's a big game.
Celebrities here today.
We got the celebrities. Excellent. I believe Goffstown is going to defer. They will kick.
Going to get to play some defense here against this high-octane Bedford offense.
You know, Tom, talking to some of the coaches, they actually prefer to do it. You know, when you think about defense is a lot more emotional. A lot of nerves are running in these kids' veins right now. You know, this is probably the idea that, you know, maybe on offense you got to be a little bit more precise. But on defense, you just have to be quick, fast, and hit something.
Controlling the line of scrimmage and making open field tackles will be the key today's win. We're going to get to see the young sophomore quarterback for Bedford, Connor Robert, early. And we'll see what he and his Bulldog offense have to offer for the Grizzlies.
You know, a lot of pressure for a sophomore quarterback, like you said, Connor Robert. He's got some amazing stats here. And now we're going to pause for the singing of the nation's anthem. Well, that does it. That officially starts off the game here, Tom. Here we go. You know, Tom, I think if you look up high school football game, this is the textbook definition. Beautiful blue sky, probably about 60 degrees. Stands are filled. Fans are lined up around the end zones and around the back sidelines. This is as big as I've ever seen a crowd here at the Grizzly Den. I guess when you have two undefeated teams going head-to-head and the town rivalries next door to each other, this is the matchup and this is the attendance we're going to see.
Excellent. Excited to see a whole 48 minutes from the Grizzlies today. They haven't had the chance and have yet to be challenged this year. I think today's the day.
Absolutely. Well, the Grizzlies are getting set. This is Sam Heidenreich, Mr. Smooth, set back to receive for the Bulldogs. That's number 30. Is that 37, Tom? We have number 1, Zachary Tucci. Nice kick by Sam. Fielded cleanly from his own 10, and he's tripped up right away. Tripped up on the play is none other than Connor Bork.
Excellent open field tackle, tripped him up. Bedford will start about their own 20-yard line. They got 80 yards to go. We'll see what this defense has.
See what they can do, and let's see how the Grizzly D stands up. Bulldogs here right at the first half, just 5 seconds into the game. Bulldogs are 1st and 10. Now we get the nerves out, I hope, right?
Let's highlight an early matchup on the offensive line and defensive line. Tim Como for the Grizzlies going up against big number 64, William Fargo. 6'7", 250 playing right tackle today.
Connor Robert keeps it himself. Quick snap. Slowed up right around the line of scrimmage and then really finished on the tackle. That's big Christian Melanson in on the tackle to finish him off. Gain of about 3 yards on the play for the Bulldogs. That'll bring up 2nd down, about 2nd and 7.
It's going to be important to make those open field tackles today. Gang tackling wrapping up makes sure that the Bulldogs don't get any more yards than they earn in this game.
You have the league leading rusher, number 14, Nick Leahy, in the backfield. Out of the shotgun is Connor Robert. Handoff right on to the man in motion. Met by Cam Bond, Damian Jackson, and Andrew Duval. Really no gain on the play. Bulldogs coming out with 2 quick running plays.
Excellent play by Bond to shed the tackle in the open field and keep the runner inside, making the play. Going to have about 3rd and 5. Important possession and down here for the Bedford Bulldogs.
You know, I think the Bulldogs are already starting to see exactly why not many teams score a whole lot of points on the Grizzlies' starting defense here. Connor Robert brings the Bulldogs to the line of scrimmage. Off to his left is Nick Leahy, again, league leading rusher. Quick pass out. Pass is complete. Brought down by Ian Ruthier. It's going to be a 1st down for the Bulldogs.
Great throw and catch there. That was Thomas Reynolds, a senior, on the quick slant, number 3, picking up about 8 yards for the 1st down.
You know, anytime a team can move the ball like that, quickly like that, and quick pass just to get a man in open, quick pass and get a quick 1st down, and now it's a whole new line of events here. Robert in the shotgun, Leahy to his right. Leahy right up the middle. Timmy Como first. Ball's loose. There's a fumble. Looks like it's Grizzly ball. He may be down.
Bedford's going to keep the ball.
Slow to get up. I think that's Christian Melanson. Boy, he's a big body. That's hard to replace on the field.
He may have gotten rolled up on there. Throwing off his helmet, he looks to be in some pain.
Yeah.
He's a big part of this Grizzly defense.
Yeah, this is a big body. Christian Melanson, he's a senior, 5'10", 267. That's a big body to fill. We're going to certainly see what the Grizzlies do, and obviously we hope for a...
appears to be the left ankle area for Melanson.
Boy, as a coach, Huff is, looking at this, TJ, and saying, 2nd, 3rd play of the game, and one of your key defensive linemen goes down.
Goffstown will have to replace him for a few plays at least. Here, walking gingerly, appears to be that left ankle. Number 64 is going to come in. That's Adam Moses. He's a sophomore.
Oh, boy.
He's going to have to step up today. He's been great so far this season. Coach Huff has the utmost confidence that he can get the job done.
And, you know, Tom, what we're going to see is all the experience that these younger players have had throughout the first 5 games, where really the starters are taken out after the first half. This isn't the first that we've seen Adam Moses.
No, not at all. He has plenty of experience, even against number ones throughout the state. We hope that Melanson's okay. He can get taped up, and we hope to see him soon.
Robert in the shotgun. Hands right off, right to the outside, dragged down right away. Looks like Ian Ruthier had him first. Looks like that's Connor Collins. He's a junior for the Bulldogs.
Great tackle by Ruthier. We're going to have third and again, another long play, third and about 7 here for the Goffstown Grizzlies.
I think we could probably look for another quick slant pass there, Tom. I can't imagine they'll run the ball on this one.
I think it's going to be up to seam possibly.
Robert rolls to his right-hand side, looking deep, looking out. Pass is incomplete, intended for number 84, Connor Collins. Looks like we're going to have the special teams come on out here, Tom, and we'll see what the Grizzlies can do for their first possession.
Good stop for the Grizzlies on defense. Rolled out to Timmy Como's side. Applied the pressure there on the young quarterback, forced the throw away. We're going to have 4th and 7, and we're going to see a punt.
This is good. Grizzlies are lined up, set to receive is none other. Right in the middle is Connor Bork, our leader in rushing. Off to his left is Frankie Castillo-Diaz, great wide receiver, and sophomore Andrew Duval. Let's see where this punt goes for the Bulldogs. Grizzlies might end up in good field position. Looks like they will. They're going to let that bounce. Connor Bork will take it. He has a blocker coming around the mid-side. Just about midfield, tripped up, just out of bounds, right in front of us on the 50-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10 on the 50. What a nice little run back by Connor Bork.
Interesting. I thought that Bork had waved for the fair catch. I think that the officials may discuss it here. But great return. He got the corner, and Grizzlies are going to start on their own 50. Fortunate early.
Well, yeah, Tom, you know, that was a nice block. I think it was Frankie Diaz. Castillo-Diaz has that nice block and really freed that spot open up for Connor. And anytime Connor can make that turn, lower that shoulder, and come around, very few people are going to catch up to him. And clearly, that's a gain of about 20 yards after he received that ball. Here we go. First time that we get to see the Grizzly offense. Casey Gervais, our quarterback in the shotgun on his right. Connor Bork. Here's the first snap. Gervais rolling to his right. Quick pass to Frankie Diaz. Just out of his reach. It passes incomplete. That's okay. Get that jitters out right away, Tom.
Yeah, incomplete pass. Interesting to see the Bedford defense set up. They were playing about 10 yards off the ball. Gervais recognized that and overthrew it to Diaz. If he hit him, he had some space. Going to bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 for the Grizzlies here. We're just under 9 minutes. 8:56 on the clock. Gervais in the shotgun. There's that famous read. Gervais keeps it, passes it right up to Duval, has a blocker, cuts in, cuts back outside, picking up yardage, going to have the first down and more. Pushed out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10 inside Bulldog territory.
We've talked a lot about sophomores and a young player. That's number 9, Andrew Duval. Tremendous individual play. He made that one happen by himself.
Gervais in the shotgun. Quick offense here, too. Gervais will maybe keep it himself. Yes, he does. He rolls to the right. He's got some room, picking up about 6 yards on the play. He's brought down at about the 29-yard line. More gain on the play for the Grizzlies, Tom.
Great start here, and the patience by Casey Gervais. He really held that ball for a while. He waited for the outside defensive end to collapse. Saw it, pulled the ball from Bork, and they picked up about 6 yards on first down. Going to bring up about 2nd and 4.
Gervais in the shotgun. Connor there. You know, they've been together since like 6th grade. Gervais keeps it himself, bounced right out. I don't know if there's any gain on the play. Maybe he's bounced right back at about the 29-yard line.
No, that was a great play by the defensive lineman, number 72, Robert Heel, the senior from Bedford. 3rd and short. I think this is 4-down territory regardless.
Absolutely. Deep in the zone here. They're at the 30. 3rd and 4. Checking out is Tim Como. Checking in is 22.
They wanted a 4th wide receiver here.
That's Tyler Small. Gervais in this famous shotgun, stepping back, looking to pass. Passes out to Frankie Diaz. Passes off his fingertips. It's incomplete. On the coverage for the Bulldogs was number 44. That's Nick Kennon.
The second overthrow early here for Gervais. He had Diaz yet again. A little too high for Frankie Diaz, but that play should be there later in the game as well.
Tom, I think we're going for a 45-yard field goal attempt by Mr. Smooth here, Sam Heidenreich. This is a big, bold attempt to put some points on the board early by Coach Huft. We know he has the leg for it. Can he get it high enough, quick enough, without being blocked? Kick is up. He's got the leg. It's good. First points on the board for the Grizzlies is a third 47-yard field goal by Sam Heidenreich. Grizzlies strike first, 3-0 here at the Grizzly Den.
Tremendous call by Coach Huft. I'm not sure if you've watched the NFL, but plenty of pro kickers have had trouble at that distance.
Absolutely.
That's a high school kid.
The Steelers could have used Sam about a week ago there, Tom.
Tremendous kick, putting the Grizzlies on the board. Points will be at a premium here today. 3-0 Grizzlies.
You know, folks, we've said this in previous broadcasts. We talked about the special teams unit that the Grizzlies have, whether it be Sam kicking the field goals and also Jack Nordine kicking on the special teams punting unit. Both have incredible legs, able to get that ball downfield. Clearly in this, more important than just getting it downfield is just putting points on the board.
Tremendous kick. Great way to put points on the board early here, midway through the first quarter. 7:25 to go here for the Grizzlies, and they're going to get to play some defense again.
Set back to receive is number 2. That's Shahrukh Hassan for the Bulldogs. Sam is getting his Grizzlies to the line. Right to Hassan. Fields the ball from about the 7. Has some room on the right. Boy, a lot of Grizzlies down there. In on the tackle right away. I think it's number 2, Cam Bond.
His parents might need to stay away more weekends. He's having a great game here.
Great game, and throughout the season, great job on the defensive end, keeping the runners up the middle. But exciting to see the Grizzlies' defense work right away and also put points on the board, whether they're 3 points or 6 points. Nonetheless, it's digits on the scoreboard, Tom. Connor Robert brings the Bulldogs to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10. That's Nick Leahy, dodging the middle, has the outside. He's running out there. We have Zach Como in pursuit, tries to trip him up. Zach Como forces him out of bounds. That's going to be a 1st down and more for the Bulldogs. He's out at about the 39-yard line.
And that was a great run by Leahy. Really a great vision in the open field to cut that back. Few missed tackles there by the Grizzlies. That's something that we're going to need to get corrected.
Bulldogs coming out to the line of scrimmage. I think we should look for a pass play here, Tom. Nope. Right out to Leahy again. Wrapped up after about 9 yards on the play. Wrapped up by Ian Ruthier, number 43 for the Grizzlies. That's about a 9-yard gain. I guess we can see now why he's leading the league in rushing here, Tom.
Another great run. Good defense by the Grizzlies. Peyton Bickford held his ground, forcing the running back on the inside. Just need to make the tackle, and Goffstown's going to have to defend a 2nd and 1 here.
Robert in the shotgun. Leahy. This time, quick pass, looking. Pass is complete to number 2. That's Hassan. He's running up the middle. That's going to be a touchdown for the Bulldogs. Diving on the play. Looked like it was Cam Bond and Zach Como were in pursuit. That's about a 60-yard touchdown completion to Shahrukh Hassan from Connor Robert.
Really unfortunate play there. Great coverage, actually, by the Grizzlies. The defender elected to hit the receiver instead of wrap him up. Stayed on his feet and scampered in for the score.
Looks like the Bulldogs will go for their extra point behind the leg of number 85. That's Cooper Annabelle. Kick is up. Looks to be just a chip shot for him. Nice kick for the young fella. For the Bulldogs, Bulldogs put 7 on the board. Grizzlies 3.
I'm not sure Goffstown has trailed this year, Al, so it's going to be interesting to see their how they respond with regards to getting in the end zone here. So we're going to see what the Grizzlies have, again, early in the first quarter here, 6:23 left.
Absolutely. You know, they say football, Tom, doesn't create character, it reveals it. So right to your point, what's interesting is how are the Grizzlies going to deal with coming from behind here?
And I think it goes back to execution, especially on defense. Nothing with regards to the call there. It was a great call. Just got to wrap up. Back to fundamentals, making those open field tackles. And, we're not playing some of the other teams in the state. This is Bedford, one of the better teams. So important to learn early, and that won't happen again in the fourth quarter.
Let's hope not. Set back to kick off for the Bulldogs at number 85. Cooper Annabelle set back to receive. With this time we have Justin Warner, we have Frankie Diaz, we have Connor Bork and Andrew Duval. Kick is up, it's low. It's going to be fielded. It looks like that's Andrew Duval coming right up the middle, bumping out. He is down at about the 30-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10. Second time we'll see the Grizzlies offensive unit on the field.
I'd like to see Connor Bork get a touch here. They've really tried to take him out of the game and force Gervais to handle the ball. So we'll see if running back number 21 can get involved early.
We know good things happen when he touches the ball. That's for sure. So let's see if this time he's set up a little bit behind. Nope, he bumps over to his usual right spot. Gervais in the shotgun. Connor Bork has it. He's bumping out. He has some blockers. Can he get to the outside? He can. He's going to get some yards. He goes down at about the 34-yard line. Pickup of about 4 on the play.
Great play. Good blocking by Diaz, number 11 on the outside. It's important for him to hold that block so his running back has enough time to get out wide.
Yeah, that's something that we see a lot with the Grizzlies, is that the wide receivers are good blockers, and they're able to put a body on that person to give Connor that time to jump around to the outside. Gervais back in the shotgun. Quick pass. Pass is complete to Pat Leahy. Just about the first down marker. I think he's going to be just shy. Forward progress might give him the first down, and it looks like they are. 1st and 10 Grizzlies on a quick pass to Leahy.
Important throw. First completion of the game for Gervais. Found his big target, Leahy, who went up and grabbed the ball, enough for the first down.
We've seen Pat involved in some nice plays this year and some side steps. You know, like you said, big man. He's tall at 6'3". Gervais here we are in the shotgun. Duval in motion. Gervais keeps it himself. He's met right away at the line of scrimmage. That's number 39 for the Bulldogs, Kyle Jalbert, in there right away. Really, Casey had nowhere to go, Tom.
And that's what we've seen so far this year. The read option is the bread and butter for the Grizzlies. Gervais elected not to give the ball to Duval there on the outside, took it himself, and Bedford defense made a great play, going to bring up 2nd and 10.
We've deployed all wide receivers here. No one else in the backfield. We got Gervais. He's stepping back, looking for a quick pass. Pass down the middle. Oh! Boy, oh boy. Pass intended for number 21, Connor Bork. If he was about 6 inches taller, down on the play here for Bedford is number 3, Thomas Reynolds, slow to get up. Looks like he's going to come to the sideline. Checking in for him is number 9. That's Miles Strickler.
Important 3rd and 10 here. It was a good throw by Gervais. Bork could not get there.
I think we need to try that play again because give him a little more time. He's wide open. Gervais in the shotgun, rolling to his right. He's looking to pass. Pass is intended and caught by Andrew Duval across the 50. He's down at the 47-yard line of the Bulldogs. Grizzlies looking to strike again, moving the chains.
Big play. Excellent catch by Duval. Flushing Gervais out. That was a quarterback rollout. Nice 10-yard out by Duval. Tremendous.
We got a mismatch here. Frankie Diaz, no one's really covering Frankie. Passes up, looking for Frankie Diaz. It's just over his hands. It looks like he jumped rather than continuing to run. Pass is incomplete, intended for Castillo Diaz. Boy, that play is available. Tom, I think they need to look at that and come back again.
I think Diaz wants that one back. It was a great throw. Left his feet too early, should have kept running. He may have caught that in stride, and we'd be kicking an extra point there.
I think so. There was really nobody to slow him down, and it looks like he jumped. He chose to jump. Hey, what are we going to do? Grizzlies in the shotgun. Connor Bork looking to get to the outside, wrapped up right away by big number 72. That's Robert Heald. He's a senior, 5'11", 270. Connor was not going to get away from him. Wrapped him up right by the shoelaces.
Going to bring up another 3rd and long. The Grizzlies converted last time. In order to be successful today, they need to stay out of this down and distance. 3rd and 10 for Goffstown.
Checking into the game is Tyler Small again for Como. I think that's what we see quite a bit here. When they're going for that 3rd and long, rather than having the tight end, they rather go for that other wide receiver, Tom. No one's really here on Pat Leahy. Gervais taking 2 steps back. Oh, he's strapped up. He's loose, looking to pass right up the middle. Pass is complete to Andrew Duval. He's a new favorite for Casey Gervais. Moving the chains. That's 1st and 10. Grizzlies this time on the 34-yard line.
That was a tremendous individual effort by the quarterback Gervais in order to break 2 tackles in order to keep the play alive.
Play is right up the middle by Connor Bork. Looks like he gained about maybe 3 to 4 yards on that play. Grizzlies still moving the ball with just under 3.5 minutes here in the first quarter, where the Bulldogs are leading 7-3 against the hometown Grizzlies. Gervais with a quick snap. Connor Bork bumps to the outside, has one man to beat, lowers the shoulder and plows over the Bulldog for an additional yard. Picks up more yards.
Last 2 runs for Bork, very important. Really lowered his shoulder there to pick up the extra yards. Fantastic running.
Looks like the Grizzlies are in a quick offense here. Gervais in a shotgun. This time Connor Bork to his left-hand side. High snap. Casey keeps it himself. Run up the middle. Really tripped up right away by number 81 for the Bulldogs. That's Ben Miller. Really got him around the ankles real quick, Tom.
Going to bring up early decision here for Coach Huft. 4th and about 4 for the Grizzlies. It looks like they're going to go for it.
Looks like the Bulldogs are doing a good job keeping that close middle and tying that up and really taking away the option for Casey and Connor. Gervais in the shotgun, this time rolling to his right, pitches off to Connor. Can he come around? He bumps off one. He's moving more, looking to get to the 20, looking bouncing out. Boy, I think he's just shy of the 1st down.
I think he's going to have it.
He's got it. He's got the 1st down. Connor Bork with the 1st down for the Grizzlies. 1st and 10 from their own 22 this time. Making no time to waste here. Gervais, high snap to Connor Bork, looking to Dixie do around people. Has some blockers still on his feet. Picks up another 7 yards on the play.
Bork has been tremendous on this drive. We highlighted earlier, needed to get the ball to number 21. Strong run on 4th and 5, picking up the 1st down. Really lowered his shoulder. We
have a timeout here, Tom, by the Bulldogs with just 2 minutes and 1 second here in the first quarter. Tom, this is the football game that we should be calling every week. These games where we're in the lead by 21, 28, nothing by this time is not too exciting. This is certainly an exciting ball game.
This is a great game with 2 great teams, well coached, good talent, and excited to be here. Great day for football.
Fans out there, we hope you're enjoying yourselves from across the country, possibly across the pond, in the United Kingdom even, TJ.
After the timeout here, looks like the Grizzlies are going to have 2nd and about 3. Look for them to keep feeding Bork. He's had more success than Gervais. Bedford has done a great job of taking him, especially his legs, out of the Grizzly offense. So we'll see what Coach Huff decides to do here.
This is interesting. Here we go. 2nd down, 2 yards to go. Ball's on the 14-yard line for the Grizzlies, looking to get their first touchdown of the game. Gervais in his shotgun. To his right is Bork. Gervais keeps it himself, goes through the pile, really pushed right back by a whole lot of Bulldogs. Leading the charge, I think, is number 72. That's Robert Heald.
Yeah, he's been a great player so far for this Bedford defense. Senior, 5'11", 270. Tough to block on the inside so far.
Yeah, he's doing a great job for the Bulldogs. Look at the people, Tom, wrapped around the field, wrapped around the end zones. It's amazing the turnout we've had today. Gervais in his shotgun, looking to keep it. This time he has more room. Bumps to the outside, dragged down by a whole lot of Bulldogs. Boy, it's almost like they see exactly where he's going, Tom.
Going to bring up fourth and possibly a long one.
4th and 1. Look at the options. I got to believe the Grizzlies can get 1 yard here, Tom. Let's see what they go with. Gervais in the shotgun, trying to maybe get a hard count to get the Bulldogs off sides. Gervais takes the low snap, gives it to Connor Bork right up the middle. Easily gets 1 yard. He's going to have that 1 yard. He has to have that. That's first down, Grizzlies.
Second time Bork picks it up on 4th down on this drive.
Boy, the Grizzly Den is cooking up a storm here. This time Bork right up the middle. That's if he got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe 1 yard on the play. That's might bring us to a close here, Tom, as we're under 30 seconds in the first quarter.
Gonna have second and goal from about the 8-yard line.
Yeah, the 8 of the 9. Let's see what the Grizzlies come up with. It looks like the running game has been the strategy here. Gervais in the shotgun looking to pass. Pass is intended for number 4, Pat Leahy. There's a flag on the play.
That's going to be defensive pass interference. Had Leahy wrapped up on the quick slant. Should be first and goal for the Grizzlies.
That's David Norfleet, number 28, holding his arms up in disgust. Don't know. I believe he was the Bulldog on the coverage. That'll put the Grizzlies even a little closer with just, wow, I didn't even know they had that on the scoreboard. 0.9 seconds here on the scoreboard. Tom, I think we're on the 4 or possibly the 5-yard line.
Important for 7 points here on this drive. Looks like they're going to spread them out, go 5 wide.
Boy, interesting. On second down.
With the tight end.
Connor Bork in motion. Connor Bork has it easily. Trots in the end zone. Connor Bork, touchdown for the Grizzlies. Tom, they fooled everybody in attendance. Maybe 4,000 people. I don't think anybody knew Connor Bork had the ball.
No one knew he had the ball, but let's give credit to Frankie Diaz, who made an excellent block on the outside. Allowed Bork to walk into the end zone, but a great play by the wide receiver Diaz.
You know, Sam has only missed 1 extra point this year, so let's see if he can get back on track here. He's 90%.
These plays are going to be very important to decide the outcome of today's game.
Kick is good. Grizzlies 10, Bulldogs 7 as we close out the first quarter. Fans, if you're viewing this, I hope you're having as much fun as we are. But let's take you right here. The smell of the grass, the smell of the burgers cooking over at the Grizzly Den. Can you get a shot of that, Brian? At one point, you saw all the smoke coming right across the line of scrimmage. That's the folks and volunteers cooking at the Grizzly Den. Tom, have you had a burger over at the Grizzly Den?
I have. Fantastic.
Fantastic burgers. Tom, I got to believe a lot of coaches are here from around Division I looking at what an opportunity to see both teams in action, both undefeated teams.
Yeah, I think so. Everyone knows that these possibly the 2 best teams in the state. Even some younger football players here. Looks like the Screaming Eagles are in the end zone as well. So kudos to them for being here, and they're going to be future Grizzlies one day.
You know, Tom, on this date in history, October the 10th, 1998, New Hampshire's own Jerry Azuma became the first running back in Division I football history to rush for 1,000 yards. Makes me think of that stat when I hear Connor Bork getting the ball and running around on the outside.
Well, he was crucial on that drive, really lowered his shoulder and made some things happen on 4th and down. We're going to see kickoff here from the Grizzlies.
Colby Smith sit back to receive along with Sharouk Hassan for the Bulldogs. Kick is heading. Yeah, it's in bounds. He looks like he's cornered up, wrapped up on his feet. Looks to go. There's a late flag on the play. Looks like he's at about the 23, 24-yard line.
Could be a face mask on the play. we'll get the call here from the official.
Got a couple flags now.
But that would not be a great penalty to start. That'll move him closer to
Personal foul, face mask.
Exactly.
That's on the Grizzlies, boy. Yeah, that'll hurt. We don't want to see the penalties come back. We don't want to give away yards.
Important not to. Like we said earlier, special teams is going to be key, and especially with a great kick like that. It's just about making the tackle. Going to have 1st and 10 for the Bedford Bulldogs here at their own 35.
Connor Robert brings the Bulldogs to the line of scrimmage, along with Nick Leahy at their own 35-yard line. That's Leahy right up the middle. Wow. Met right away by Adam Moses. Wrapped him up on his feet, stood him up, and threw him down.
Big number 64 filling in for Melanson here. Excellent.
You know, he's doing a dandy job stepping in there, like we said, being ready, being prepared as a sophomore to be put in such a crucial position. He's doing a great job.
Going to bring up 2nd and about 11 here for the Bedford Bulldogs. Going to bring out 3 wide to the wide side of the field here.
Yeah, looks like we might need another defender here somewhere, Tom. Oh, we're going to have an offsides. Another Goffstown penalty here. That'll be an offsides. That'll give the Bulldogs a little more advantage.
I think it was Timmy Como, number 85, got a head start there. Going to bring up 2nd and about 5. Penalties been the key so far. We'll see if Goffstown can clean it up here.
Robert in the shotgun. Right to Leahy, right up the middle. He's bouncing off. He's being under pursuit. Boy, he lowers his shoulder. But met right there by Andrew Duval. He gets a first down for the Bulldogs. Boy, he runs hard.
Junior might be one of the best running backs that the Grizzlies have seen so far this year. Going to bring up 1st and 10 at the 50.
Right at the 50 here. The Bulldogs are 1st and 10. Just under 11 minutes here in the first half at the Grizzly Den. And like we said, folks, it's a perfect day. Connor Robert in the shotgun. Leahy to his left. Rolling to his left. His offside. Keeps it himself. Cam Bond is there. Wraps him up. Trying to drag him down. And a gaggle of Grizzlies are there. Damian Jackson. Zach Como. Cam Bond. Andrew Duval. All there on the tackle.
Good play by Bond. If he didn't make that play, the quarterback for Bedford would have had a lot more yards. Nordine kind of got washed down on the defensive line. Really allowed the quarterback to make that play 5 yards.
Well, looks like Nordine has his work cut out for him. Number 63, he's 6'4", 243. That's Gardner Gendron. Not a small person to move. Looking to pass, backs up, quick pass out. Met right there right away. Cam Bond read that play easy. Nice work, Cam Bond. Looks like they did what they could just to get back to the line of scrimmage, Tom. I don't think they made any more progress.
No, that was a good play. Referee stopped, blew the whistle before the back went down. Going to bring up 3rd and 5. Important down and distance here for Goffstown.
You know, as we said, Tom, this is an impressive team, these Bulldogs, and a young team as well. Robert in his shotgun. Keeps it himself, rolling to the right, has a lot of room. In pursuit, Peyton Bickford. Forced out of bounds. It's going to be close for a first down. Let's see on the far side of the field. He has it.
He has enough for the first down. Really, the theme of this drive is controlling the defensive ends for the Grizzlies. That time, Timmy Como actually got washed down again. Important to really hold their line and to keep everything inside, especially on 3rd and 5 there. We're going to bring up 1st and 10 for Bedford.
Bulldogs looking to put more points on the board, where the Grizzlies are leading 10-7 with just 9 minutes remaining here in the first half. Robert in the shotgun, gives it a Leahy, met nowhere. Right away, that's Adam Moses, I think. And Joey Poisson towards the end, but Adam Moses got right through that line and wrapped him up right away, Tom.
Again, good play by Moses. Poisson, the first time we mentioned his name today, sophomore linebacker for the Grizzlies. Going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Robert has 4 wideouts here in the shotgun, looking to pass. He's looking right, going right. Passes up. Looks like it's complete.
Wow.
Pass is complete to number 2, Shahrukh Hussain.
Tremendous
on the
throw
completion.
and catch. Great catch in traffic by Hussain.
Bulldogs come to the line of scrimmage. Robert. 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. Quick pass out. Pass is complete. Was complete to number 3. That's Tom Reynolds. Taken down on the play by number 9. I think that was Duval, Cam Bond, and possibly Zach Como.
Good throw and catch by the quarterback of Bedford, Connor Robert. Going to bring up a 2nd and a short 1 here for Bedford, driving on this Grizzly defense.
Chewing up a lot of time, too, Tom, on this possession. Robert in the shotgun. Keeps it himself. This time rolls out towards the middle. Right there. Nice wrap-up tackle. That's number 5, Joey Poisson. That's another first down for the Bulldogs.
Bedford appears to be in field goal range as well. We were watching the kicker, number 85, Cooper Annabelle, in pregame. He's well within range.
Well within range to put the tying points on the board. I think the Bulldogs are thinking a little bit more, Tom. 1st and 10 from the Grizzly 13. Robert in the shotgun, rolling to his right, looking to pass. Man is wide open. Now it's a gang tackle. Tom, did you catch a number? I didn't see who received that.
Looks to be number 2.
That's
Hussain.
Shahrukh Hussain. He seems to be the favorite target for Robert.
One of the better receivers the Grizzlies have seen so far this year. Going to bring up 2nd and about 4.
At the Grizzly 10. Oh, boy. Looks like Ian Ruthier went on the hard count.
That's going to bring up first down for Bedford. It'll be first and goal.
Yeah, penalties have been a deciding factor so far today, giving up a lot of yards.
First and goal from about the 3.
To Leahy, he has some blockers, has some open room. He hurdles over. That's a touch on Buddha. He hurdles over Zach Como. The Bulldogs are in the end zone. 13-10 Bulldogs with just under 6 minutes here in the first half.
A great run by Leahy. And in order for the Grizzlies to be successful, they have to maintain their position on the defensive line. On that drive, the Grizzly ends continue to get washed down, allowed for open space for Bedford, and marching right into the end zone.
Cooper Annabelle trying to put his extra point here on for the Bulldogs. High snap, kick is up. It looks good from here. Extra point's good. That'll bring up 14-10 Bulldogs over the Grizzlies.
Great drive by Bedford, taking not only marching 65 yards, but taking some time off the clock, about 6 minutes and 4 seconds there.
little bit of a silent crowd here, Tom.
Going to get to see the Grizzly return unit here. Hopefully they can make something happen. Need some good field position for a late score here in the first half.
A lot of Grizzlies set back to receive. Ball is directed to number 9, Andrew Duval. Takes it, looking toward the middle, flipping it around. That's Frankie Castillo-Diaz, has some blockers, has some room on a trick play, has some room. He's taking off, he's hitting another gear. He's going to be, it's across the 20, across the 10, across the 5. Touchdown Grizzlies! No flags on the field! Touchdown Grizzlies! Grizzlies come right back with a special teams unit. Frankie Castillo-Diaz on a handoff or a flip pass from Andrew Duval. Boy, was that sexy, Tom.
Tremendous call by Coach Huff here early in the first half. Really, Diaz got room on the sidelines. Tremendous block as well, and was able to take it for the score. Unbelievable play on special teams. We talked about it early.
Great special team, Tom. And as he was across the midfield at about the 40, it's like he had another gear. He just took right off and accelerated, and then no one touched him. Sam Heidenreich tried to put a cap on this scoring drive with an extra point to make it 17-14. Snap is there. Kick is good. 17-14. Boy, that didn't take much time, Tom, for the Grizzlies.
I think it was Bork to Springham. If we had instant replay here,
which
we'd be able to take a look.
Which we do. We just can't see it. I am sure Adam is going to take a look at that one, and let's take a look at that replay.
Tremendous speed down the sideline from Diaz, and Grizzlies lead 17-14. Only downside is that defense really needs a break after that 6-minute drive.
Sure.
They better have got some Gatorade on the sidelines here, because they're going to see the Bedford offense here and Connor Robert again.
Boy, this game did not disappoint to the thousands in attendance here, Tom.
And the millions watching around the world.
And the millions watching around the world. We're putting Goffstown on the map.
Great high school football today. 5:40 left in the first half. 2 Division I heavyweights.
Both undefeated. Big implications for playoffs and maybe potentially the number 1 status, since the number 1 Pinkerton Astros lost 17-7 to Winnicott. Kick is up deep at the 10. Bulldogs will field it. Has some blockers. Number 2, that's Husan. Tripped up and wrapped up on the play. I think that's Justin Warner. Saves the day, really. Boy, Husan has some speed, and he had a lot of green in front of him, Tom.
It was good play by Warner, and that's his job as the right gunner on that kickoff team, making sure that absolutely no one gets outside of him. He did his job there, and we're going to see the Bedford offense 1st and 10 from their own 20.
Boy, this would be the time when we want the defense to make a nice stand here, possibly even a turnover. Tom, I'm telling you what I'm feeling. I'm feeling a turnover here. Maybe a fumble, maybe an INT.
I think a stop here and no points would be tremendous for the Grizzly defense.
That's Collins in motion. It's going to be Leahy off to the side. Tripped up right away. Nice tackle. That's Joey Poisson. I don't know how he got behind the line of scrimmage as quick as he did, but he wrapped him right up.
Yeah, great play by Poisson. And the Bedford offense here is built around some tendencies. You can see that they usually run their running plays to the wide side of the field, have yet to run it to the short side. Poisson recognized and made a great open field tackle. 2nd and about 12 here for Bedford.
2nd and 12 for Bedford with 5 minutes remaining here in the first half, with the Grizzlies lead 17-14. Robert in his shotgun, Leahy to his right. Rolling to his right-hand side is Robert, looking to pass. Boy, I don't know, 4th and 6, 4th and 5.
We're going to see a punt, a great stop, 3 and out for the Grizzly defense. Way to get off the field. Started on 1st and 2nd down to bring up a long
and
third.
I think the Bulldogs are a little bit too deep, Tom, to try any trickery or any type of trick play here. I wouldn't imagine they'd try something like that deep in their own zone, would you?
Well, you never know. I think it's important. 3-point game here late in the second. In their own end, I wouldn't, but you never know.
Set to kick. Oh, it's That's blocked. Grizzly ball. Ian Ruthie is in the end zone. Ian Ruthie is in the end zone. That's a turnover. I called it, Tom. I called a turnover on the play. Grizzlies are in the end zone for another 6. Ian Ruthie, a first touchdown of the year.
We talked about special teams, Al. Again, the special teams unit stepping up on 4th down for the Grizzlies.
Big play.
Excellent play, excellent block in the state of mind to pick it up, not drop your knee, and get into the end zone.
Exactly. Heads up play. Boy, these kids are smart. Nice, quick. Good to see a guy like Ian Ruthie, a kid like Ian, work so hard all season through his 4 years and finally comes up with his first touchdown of the year. Sam Heidenreich, that's high. Wow, that was high. And that's good. Extra point is good. 24-10. 14 unanswered points by the Grizzlies in the last minute 20 seconds.
Yeah, the moment.
We're happy to bring this to you and hope it's a convenience and hope you're able to enjoy it. But there's no replacing coming down to the Grizzly Den and enjoying the game in person.
It could not be a better day for high school football.
Perfect. We're hearing the Bulldog players try to rile up their crowd. I can see how they're a little feel a little rejected, Tom. 14 quick points for the Grizzlies. Set back is number 32. That's Colby Smith and Sharouk Hassan.
I would try to keep it out of Hassan's hands here.
Yeah, he seems really quick, and it looks like it's going right to him. That's a bouncy one. That's going to be tough to maintain. Has some blockers trying to come up the middle. Has some room. Hurdling over plays. He's going to be brought down at about the 30-yard line. Bulldogs will be 1st and 10 with just under 4 minutes remaining in the first half with the Grizzly lead 24-14.
Important to keep points off the board before the end of the first half. I think Goffstown will be very happy with a 10-point lead going in, getting the ball because they deferred. So important defensive stop here, and we'll see what the Grizzlies defense can do.
Tom, this is the time to put up a nice defensive stand again. I know we said it the last time, but I'm telling you right now, it's the Goffstown defense. It's the Goffstown defense today. This is their game. Set back, rolling to his right is Robert. Has nowhere to go. Comes short across the middle. Right there on the nice tackle is 14 Peyton Bickford on Hassan.
Yeah, Hassan wasn't the first option on that play. Ran a little 5-yard mesh route. Well covered by the Grizzly defense. And Connor Robert actually went back to Hassan across the field to pick up 4 yards.
Robert back in his shotgun. Leahy to his right. This time Leahy strips up right at the line of scrimmage. The ball's loose! The ball is loose! It's Grizzly football! The ball is loose! I called the turnover, Tom! It's the defense! We've said it all along! Grizzly football at the Bulldog 35. Tom, could you imagine going into the half with potentially another 7 points on the board?
The Grizzlies are going to have a chance here with 3 minutes, 12 seconds to go. Leahy would like to have that one back. I think he was wrapped up by Bond, who actually stripped the ball, hopped on it for the Grizzlies, and tremendous defensive stand here the last 2 series.
You know, Tom, they say offense wins games, defense wins championships, but if it's not a championship game, it wins the big game. And let's keep kudos going to the defense. Let's see what the Grizzlies can do. We have Gervais in his shotgun, Bork to his left. Duvall in motion. Duvall out. Wow, big loss. Brought down at about the 50. Loss of about 13 yards on the play. The Bulldogs really kind of got an early eye on that play and did a nice job by the Bulldog defense to bring him back.
Yeah, loss of about 9 on that play. We haven't seen this Grizzly offense for quite some time. The last play of the first quarter. This is actually their first series of the second quarter with 2 minutes to play.
Boy, Tom, I'm not quite sure why he's brought down there at the 45. It looked like he was down by the 50. What's
I
up
think
with
that the referee gave him forward progress to that spot. Fortunate for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, good spot. Gervais in the shotgun. Bork to his left. Weapons deployed on the right. Tyler Small, 22. Number 11, Castillo Diaz. Looks like we're going to have a timeout.
I think it's delay of game on the Goffstown Grizzlies. That's going to back them up another 5.
That's all right. Just makes Makes Casey pad the stats a little bit with a little further throw, that's all.
Going to bring up second and about 25.
Here comes that smoke and that smell from the Grizzly Den, fellas. Grizzlies in the shotgun. Corner book, nope. That's Gervais going deep with a nice pass. Looks like it's up. Oh! Oh! Through the arms of Pat Leahy. Oh, boy, that's a difference maker right there, Tom.
Going to bring up third and long here for the Goffstown Grizzlies. Good throw by Gervais. Just missed Leahy by a half a step. We'll see what the Grizzlies decide to do here on third and long.
Yeah, very long. Third and 23, in fact. The weapons are deployed. They're set to engage. Gervais, 2 steps back, looking to pass, has the arm. It's up. Oh, it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Bulldogs. He's going to be wrapped up by Tyler Small. That's number 84 for Bedford, Connor Collins, with a nice interception on Casey Gervais. First interception of the year for Casey.
Yeah, he was the free safety back there, and we have a flag on the play. Illegal block in the back.
Probably after the interception.
Looks to be after the interception. When they go back and watch film tomorrow, they're going to see that Frankie Diaz had a chance at that one. Really waited for the ball to come down to him as the receiver. Got to high point that ball, at least prevent the interception.
Similar to the pass that he kept running,
yes.
And just a little bit of timing pushes the Bulldogs back a little bit more with about 2 minutes 7 seconds here remaining in the first half. So if we have to get a penalty to push them back, I guess that's what we'll take, Tom.
2 minutes 7 seconds left here. Important to get a stop.
Well, they're going to have to go deep. You can't expect to just keep running the ball down the middle of the field in under 2 minutes to put points on the board. So we'll see. Looks like all the weapons will be deployed here for Connor Robert, the young quarterback for Bedford. He's stepping back, looking right. Pass is complete to Husan. Dodges a person, has a person to meet. Zach Como, but coming from behind is Ian Ruthier. That'll certainly pick up a first down. The clock should still be ticking.
Number 2, Husan, definitely one of the better players in the state, and definitely one of the better receivers that we've seen. Tremendous throw, great catch. Goffstown has to do a better job covering him the second half.
Yeah, we don't really want them to get much further than the 30-yard line, Tom. We don't want because we know that kicker definitely has the leg to do it. Robert in the shotgun, minute 44 remaining here in the first half. It's Collins in motion. Robert keeps it himself, running up the middle. Picks up a gain of about 3 to 4 yards. He's across the 45 at about the 47-yard line.
Tackled by Timmy Como there, and big number 64, Adam Moses, stepping in here for Melanson. Hasn't been back in the game. I can't imagine that we will see him the rest of the afternoon.
Yeah, Tom, when he was limping, in fact, I think that's him over on crutches already. It looked like he was walking off on a very tender foot. Robert in the shotgun. Clock is ticking. We're at the minute mark here with the Grizzlies lead 24-14. Rolling to his right is Robert, looking to pass. Rolling to his right more. Passes up. Pass is incomplete, intended for number 2, Husan. On the coverage was Justin Warner, Damian Jackson, and Andrew Duval. 52 seconds remaining here in the half.
Yeah, for this drive at least, it looks like number 2, Cam Bond, has drawn the assignment of covering Husan. He's been following him all over the field. Important third down here. Just got to keep points off the board here for going into the second half.
You know, Tom, the big advantage also is stopping them here, and then the Grizzlies receive the ball to start the half. Not to think too much ahead of ourselves here. Robert in the shotgun, Leahy to his right, looking back, 2 steps, looking left. Passes up. Pass intended for Husan on the coverage. Nice coverage. Justin Warner really held back right till the fingertips touched the ball and just wrecked Husan in the back. That was nice coverage on the play by Justin Warner.
Important play because we're going to see another punt here for the Bedford Bulldogs.
And we know what the Grizzlies special teams unit is capable of, Tom.
Important stop.
That's a great stop. Great stop by the Grizzlies. Fans, I hope you're enjoying this game as much as we are. This is a great display of Division I football here in the state of New Hampshire. Set back to kick is Cooper Annabelle, the junior. Nice kick. Looks like it's headed right to Frankie. That's going to bounce. That's still bouncing.
Smart play by
Looks
Connor
like
Bork.
it's at about the 11 or 12 yard line. I can't quite see. Grizzlies are going to have 36 seconds. Tom, I got to believe that deep in the end zone. Take a knee, let the clock run out, and just go into the locker room.
We'll see what happens here. I'd be happy getting out of this first half. I don't think Goffstown has played particularly well on the offensive side of the ball. They had one drive. Otherwise, their defensive special teams have really dominated this game for the Grizzlies. So.
Well, Tom, certainly this is going to be a team, the way the division looks, this is going to be a team we're going to see again, potentially first playoff game of the year.
Absolutely.
Tom, my recommendation, not that it matters, is I'd take a knee.
I think we're going to see a play here from Goffstown, possibly taking a shot deep.
Gervais right here, going deep. Quick to Connor Bork. He's dragged and ripped down. We got a flag on the play, though. There is a flag down.
Looks like they may have a piece of the face mask. Personal
foul, face mask.
That'll be 15 yards for the Grizzlies.
15 free yards, 29 seconds remaining on the clock. Tom, it's impressive to see the stands full and the fans wrapped around the field. In fact, they had to rope them off so that they wouldn't interfere with the players. Otherwise, these fans would wrap all the way around. In some parts, it's 3 to 4 deep around the field.
I don't think that there's ever been a football game like this here at Goffstown.
No. Connor Bork up the middle. No, Casey Gervais looking to pass. Right to Andrew Duval. Has a blocker. If he hits the outside, he's got room. Down at about the 29, 30-yard line. 20 seconds remaining. They're stopping the clock. We might have another play. Boy, the last thing I'd like to see is, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to, jinx anybody.
Well, this will come back, again, watching the film tomorrow, but Duval probably could have got out of bounds there to stop the clock.
Gervais in the shotgun trying to make quick. Oh, okay, something's up here. I think we have a timeout. Timeout, Grizzlies. Okay, fans. Boy, 16.6 seconds in the first half with a Grizzly lead of 10. I guess it's 18.5 seconds. The scorekeeper's being instructed to put on the board 18.5. Tom, we talked awful lot about size and looking at some of the players on Bedford. Number 64, 6'7", 254. That's professional wrestling. That's defensive end. That's tight end material. And this kid, Willem Fargo, is a senior. Boy, oh boy, 6'7", 254. Grizzlies coming to the line of scrimmage, coming out of the timeout. I'd like to see a nice deep pass.
I think that they could have Small on the outside here.
Gervais in the shotgun has 3 weapons on his right. He's under pressure. He's under pursuit. Yep, he's going to be brought down. He's brought down. That'll drain out the clock. Tom, that's quite all right in my book. Let the clock go. Go into the locker room with the 10-point lead at the half. I don't even think they'll be able to snap the ball again.
No, that play will close out the first half. Grizzlies up 10 points.
Grizzlies up 24-10 at the half. Tom, thanks for joining in. Everybody around the globe, thanks for tuning in. We'll be right back.
Hello, Goffstown. I'm Alan Botford, voice of the Grizzlies. We just wanted to give you a little bit of a tour today to see
What we've been up to in the off-season. Boy, volunteers. That's what it's all about. If you notice in the background, you'll see that we had our press box. The press box never really had a spot for Goffstown TV. We were always over in the stands. In the stands? Come on, you can't be in the stands. We're dealing with rain. We're dealing with inclement weather. We're dealing with rowdy fans. Holding an umbrella over the camera person is not the way to show a professional event. So what did we do? We voiced our concern to the Goffstown Booster Club as well as Coach Huff. Immediately last year, late spring, the coach decided to bring it up at a booster meeting, and immediately volunteers stepped up and they volunteered to put this nice press box together specifically for Goffstown TV. We like to call it the Eagle's Nest. As you'll see in a moment, we're going to give you a nice tour. It's all laid out, it's undercover, plenty of room, and we get to show you the best part, weekend football here at Grizzly Den. Fans, here we are up at the Eagle's Nest. Beautiful spot, built again by all volunteers. At that Booster Club meeting, Mike Medeiros immediately stepped up and said that he'd like to help coordinate. He immediately got Russo Construction. Russo Construction donated his time, donated all the effort that they put in, and they had a couple of other volunteers from the Booster Club to put the hard blood, sweat, and tears involved to make this beautiful spot. As you'll see right here, we have a beautiful view of the field right at midfield. Fans, the original press box didn't give us that perspective. Now we can actually see where the ball is lying. Is it on the 22? Is it on the 25? We can see it without mistake, get a great view of the fans in the background, and more importantly, we're sheltered from all the inclement weather. I can't say it enough. What a stupendous job they did putting this together. And it's really, I hope everybody's appreciating the game coverage that we're able to provide. And like we said, go Grizzlies, and come on down for any Saturday home game. You won't be disappointed. And as always, I'm Al Potvin, voice of the Grizzlies.
In order to do a live game from the field, you've got to be able to get the television signal from the field back to the GTV studios. About a year ago, the town was renegotiating its cable franchise agreement with Comcast, and one of the provisions in the agreement says that Comcast will provide basic cable to all the buildings that are owned by the town. And we said, hey, our press booths at our sports fields, both at the football field and the softball field, are buildings. In fact, the one at the softball field even has a kitchen in it. And Comcast looked at it and said, yeah, you're right. We can provide cable out to there.
You know, I was talking with Gary, and we worked out a way where we can go live from anywhere in the high school so long as we have a network connection. And if you take that and move that out with what happened out at the high school football field and also out at the softball field, there's now an internet connection there.
Before that they pulled the coax through, I said, would it be possible to also pull some fiber optic cable out to the sports fields, because that would allow us to be able to broadcast games. It would be in support of GTV as well as the schools. And they agreed to do that.
And that was all provided because of that drop, that fiber optic line that now goes out there. It provides that phone and the internet, and also a means for us to broadcast from those locations. And because of that, and because of the agreement there with Comcast and being able to work with the school, we've come together to kind of make this awesome little cohesive unit where we can go live from anywhere in the school and bring it to people at home on TV.
I actually have a piece of the actual fiber optic cable right here in my hand, and it's pretty amazing how thin it is. It's 6 strands, and only 2 of the strands are in use right now, and we are broadcasting live video simultaneously, have a gig of data network connection, and we're running our phones over it. We have phones for safety purposes out in the sports fields now, and it's tied into our phone system in the district, and everything works really tremendously.
You know, it takes a lot of coordination to pull this off. There are people doing the play-by-play, there's people doing the camera work, there's people doing the switching, and there's people behind the scenes, you know, back here at this end in our studio doing some work. And the beauty of it all is we've laid the groundwork, we now have all the infrastructure, and we're doing it. So this is an awesome moment to be able to go live from a high school football game, and it's a great feeling, and I'm so thrilled that we've come here.
Tucci. Nice kick by Sam. Fielded cleanly from his own 10, and he's tripped up right away. Tripped up on the play is none other than Connor Bork.
Excellent open field tackle, tripped him up.
Bulldogs. Grizzlies might end up in good field position. Looks like they will. They're going to let that bounce. Connor Bork will take it. He has a blocker coming around the mid-side. Just about midfield, tripped up, just out of bounds, right in front of us on the 50-yard line. 6 on the clock. Gervais in the shotgun. Here's that famous read. Gervais keeps it, passes it right up to Duval, has a blocker, cuts in, cuts back outside, picking up yardage, gonna have the first down and more. Pushed out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10 inside Bulldog territory. This is a big, bold attempt to put some points on the board early by Coach Huff. We know he has the leg for it. He can get it high enough, quick enough, without being blocked. Kick is up. He's got the leg. It's good. First points on the board for the Grizzlies is a 47-yard field goal by Sam Heidenreich. Grizzlies strike first, 3-0 here at the Grizzly Den. Gervais in the shotgun, rolling to his right. He's looking to pass. Pass is intended and caught by Andrew Duval across the 50. He's down at the 47-yard line of the Bulldogs. Grizzlies looking to strike again. No one's really here on Pat Leahy. Gervais taking 2 steps back. Oh, he's strapped up. He's loose, looking to pass right up the middle. Pass is complete to Andrew Duval. It's the hometown Grizzlies. Gervais with a quick snap. Connor Bork bumps to the outside, has one man to beat. Lowers the shoulder and plows over the Bulldog. A snap to Connor Bork, looking to Dixie do around people. Has some blockers still on his feet. Picks up another 7 yards on the play. Gervais takes a low snap, gives it to Connor Bork right up the middle. Easily gets 1 yard. He's going to have that 1 yard. He has to have that. In the strategy here, Gervais in the shotgun looking to pass. Pass is intended for number 4, Pat Leahy. There's a flag on the play.
That's going to be defensive pass interference. Had Leahy wrapped up on the quick slant. Should be 1st and goal for the Grizzlies.
Interesting. On 2nd down
with the tight end.
Connor Bork in motion. Connor Bork has it easily. Trots in the end zone. Connor Bork, touchdown for the Grizzlies. Tom, they fooled everybody in attendance. Maybe 4,000 people. I don't think anybody knew Connor Bork had the ball.
No one knew he had the ball, but let's give credit to Frankie Diaz, who made an excellent
yard line. That's Leahy right up the middle. Wow. Met right away by Adam Moses. Wrapped him up on his feet, stood him up, and threw him down.
Big number 64.
To Leahy, he has some blockers, has some open room. He hurdles over. A lot of Grizzlies set back to receive. Ball is directed to number 9, Andrew Duval. Takes it, looking toward the middle, flipping it around. That's Frankie Castillo-Diaz, has some blockers, has some room on a trick play, has some room. He's taking off, he's hitting another gear. He's going to be across the 20, across the 10, across the 5. Touchdown Grizzlies! No flags on the field! Touchdown Grizzlies! Grizzlies come right back with a special teams unit. Frankie Castillo-Diaz on a handoff or a flip pass from Andrew Duval. Team 7 to win a cunnet. Kick is up, deep at the 10. Bulldogs will field it. Has some blockers. Number 2, that's your son. Tripped up and wrapped up on the play. I think that's Justin Warner. Saves the day. Robert in the shotgun. Rolling, keeping it himself. This time goes to his left. Brought down well short of the first down. Zach Como was on the tackle there. Gonna bring up 4th. Boy, I don't know, 4th and 6. That's blocked. Grizzly ball. Ian Ruthie is in the end zone. Ian Ruthie is in the end zone. That's a turnover. I called it, Tom. I called a turnover on the play. Grizzlies are in the end zone for another 6. Ian Ruthie, a first touchdown of the year. Leahy to his right. This time Leahy strips up right at the line of scrimmage. The ball's loose. The ball is loose. It's Grizzly football. The ball is loose. I called a turnover, Tom. It's the defense. We've said it all along. Gervais 2 steps back, looking to pass, has the arm. It's up. Oh, it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Bulldogs. Tucci Nice kick by Sam. Fielded cleanly from his own 10, and he's tripped up right away. Tripped up on the play is none other than Connor Bork.
Excellent open field tackle, tripped him up. Goff.
Dogs. Grizzlies might end up in good field position. Looks like they will. They're going to let that bounce. Connor Bork will take it. He has a blocker coming around the mid-side. Just about midfield, tripped up, just out of bounds, right in front of us on the 50-yard line. 6 on the clock. Gervais in the shotgun. There's that famous read. Gervais keeps it, passes it right up to Javal, has a blocker, cuts in, cuts back outside, picking up yardage, gonna have the first down and more. Pushed out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10 inside Bulldog territory. This is a big, bold attempt to put some points on the board early by Coach Huff. We know he has the leg for it. Can he get it high enough, quick enough, without being blocked? Kick is up. He's got the leg. It's good. First points on the board for the Grizzlies is a 47-yard field goal by Sam Heidenreich. Grizzlies strike first, 3-0 here at the Grizzly Den. Gervais in the shotgun, rolling to his right. He's looking to pass. Pass is intended and caught by Andrew Duval across the 50. He's down at the 47-yard line of the Bulldogs. Grizzlies looking to strike again. No one's really here on Pat Leahy. Gervais taking 2 steps back. Oh, he's strapped up. He's loose, looking to pass right up the middle. Pass is complete to Andrew Duval. It's the hometown Grizzlies. Gervais with a quick snap. Connor Bork bumps to the outside, has one man to beat. Blows the shoulder and plows over the Bulldog. A snap to Connor Bork, looking to Dixie do around people. Has some blockers still on his feet. Picks up another 7 yards on the play. Gervais takes the low snap, gives it to Connor Bork right up the middle. Easily gets 1 yard. He's going to have that 1 yard. He has to have that. In the strategy here. Gervais in the shotgun looking to pass. Pass is intended for number 4, Pat Leahy. There's a flag on the play.
That's going to be defensive pass interference. Had Leahy wrapped up on the quick slant. Should be 1st and goal for the Grizzlies.
On 2nd down with the tight end. Connor Bork in motion. Connor Bork has it easily. Trots in the end zone. Connor Bork, touchdown for the Grizzlies. Tom, they fooled everybody in attendance. Maybe 4,000 people. I don't think anybody knew Connor Bork had the ball.
No one knew he had the ball, but let's give credit to Frankie Diaz, who made an excellent
yard line. That's Leahy right up the middle. Wow. Met right away by Adam Moses. Wrapped him up on his feet, stood him up, and threw him down.
Big number 64.
So Leahy, he has some blockers, has some open room. He hurdles over. A lot of Grizzlies set back to receive. Ball is directed to number 9, Andrew Duval. Takes it, working toward the middle, flipping it around. That's Frankie Castillo-Diaz, has some blockers, has some room on a trick play, has some room. He's taking off, he's hitting another gear. He's going to be, it's across the 20, cross the 10, cross the 5. Touchdown Grizzlies! No flags on the field! Touchdown Grizzlies! Grizzlies come right back with a special teams unit. Frankie Castillo-Diaz on a handoff or a flip pass from Andrew Duval. 17-7 to win a cunnet. Kick is up, deep at the 10. Bulldogs will field it. Has some blockers. Number 2, that's Usan. Tripped up and wrapped up on the play. I think that's Justin Warner. Saves the day. Robert in the shotgun. Rolling, keeping it himself. This time goes to his left. Brought down well short of the first down. Zach Como was on the tackle there. Going to bring up 4th. Boy, I don't know, 4th and 6. That's blocked. Grizzly ball. Ian Ruthie's in the end zone. Ian Ruthie is in the end zone. That's a turnover. I called it, Tom. I called a turnover on the play. Grizzlies are in the end zone for another 6. Ian Ruthie, a first touchdown of the year. Leahy to his right. This time Leahy strips up right at the line of scrimmage. The ball's loose. The ball is loose. It's Grizzly football. The ball is loose. I called the turnover, Tom. It's the defense. We've said it all along. Tucci. Nice kick by Sam. Fielded cleanly from his own 10, and he's tripped up right away. Tripped up on the play is none other than Connor Bork.
Excellent open field tackle. Tripped him up. Goff.
Dogs. Grizzlies might end up in good field position. Looks like they will. They're going to let that bounce. Connor Book will take it. He has a blocker coming around the mid-side. Just about midfield, tripped up, just out of bounds, right in front of us on the 50-yard line. 6 on the clock. Gervais in the shotgun. Here's that famous read. Gervais keeps it, passes it right up to Jamal, has a blocker, cuts in, cuts back outside, picking up yardage, going to have the first down and more. Pushed out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10 inside Bulldog territory, which is a big, bold attempt to put some points on the board early by Coach Huff. We know he has the leg for it. He can get it high enough, quick enough, without being blocked. Kick is up. He's got the leg. It's good. First points on the board for the Grizzlies is a 47-yard field goal by Sam Heidenreich. Grizzlies strike first, 3-0 here at the Grizzly Den. Gervais in the shotgun, rolling to his right. He's looking to pass. Pass is intended and caught by Andrew Duval across the 50. He's down at the 47-yard line of the Bulldogs. Grizzlies looking to strike again. A lot of Grizzlies set back to receive. Ball is directed to number 9, Andrew Duval. Takes it, looking toward the middle, flipping it around. That's Frankie Castillo-Diaz, has some blockers, has some room on a trick play, has some room. He's taking off, he's hitting another gear. He's going to be, it's across the 20, across the 10, across the 5. Touchdown Grizzlies! No flags on the field! Touchdown Grizzlies! Grizzlies come right back with a special teams unit. Frankie Castillo-Diaz on a handoff or a flip pass from Andrew Duval. No one's really here on Pat Leahy. Gervais, for the thousands in attendance and the thousands around the globe, Tom. What a game so far we have here at the Grizzly Den, October 10th, 2015. Arguably the best game in Division I football this year to date in the state of New Hampshire. Grizzlies are leading 24-14 over the Bulldogs of Bedford at the half. Tom, the Grizzlies are set to receive.
Important to get something going here on offense. As noted in the first half, 1 offensive touchdown for the Grizzlies. Bedford defense held strong. It was a story of defense and special teams in the first half for Goffstown. They're going to receive the ball and hope to get something going.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see, the Grizzlies put 1 in the end zone on the offense. Really, you got to give the credit to the Bulldogs defense for really stopping a very high, potent scoring team like the Grizzlies. Their defense has done a dandy job trying to slow down the Grizzlies. And but again, it's a full-rounded team with special teams and defense that play the game. Grizzlies set back to receive. Andrew Duval, Castillo-Diaz, Connor Bork, Justin Warner. The kick is low on the ground. It's bouncing. Bork will field that. Coming around to the right side. Has a blocker. Going to be brought down at about the 39-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10. Good field position to start the second half, Tom.
Yeah, Gervais in the offense will be able to really get started here in the second half. Important to get going. Haven't seen many big plays from the Goffstown offense like we have in previous weeks, but it's been methodical, and hopefully they'll get something going.
Grizzlies will be moving left to right across your screen for those of you that are viewing the game. The Grizzlies come to the line of scrimmage 1st and 10 with just under 12 minutes here in the second half. Usually by this time, Tom, it's about a 28, 30, or 40-point lead.
First time we'll get to see the starters really go into the second half.
Gervais in his shotgun, Bork to his right. Gervais keeps it, has a blocker coming across, picks up 5 yards. That's his best gain so far this year. This game. Pickup of about 5 yards, maybe 6 on the play.
Good pickup on the first down, and halftime coaching adjustment. Went for a bunch set on the left-hand side. Really allowed Gervais to get some running room.
Gervais and Bork in the backfield. Gervais from the shotgun, high snap. Bork gets it. He's bumping around to his right. Easily get the first down and more. Cross midfield. Bumped out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Grizzlies 1st and 10 as they enter the Bulldog territory.
important to get going. Great blocking on the outside, as usual, by the Grizzlies. Allowed Bork to get outside and to pick up that first down. Important start.
You know, Tom, being in the perspective that we have right here, we really got to see Connor Bork, and boy, he gets up a big head of steam going.
Yeah, and I really like what Goffstown's doing. Just a coaching adjustment here to start the second half.
Gervais in the shotgun. Quick pass out. This time complete to Andrew Duval, still on his feet. Pickup of about maybe 4 or 5 yards on the play. Bring up 2nd and 5. Nice quick pass. Build the confidence.
Yeah, Duval's been excellent here this game, catching the ball especially. He's a young player. Really had a strong game.
Gervais in the shotgun. 3 tight on the left side. Bork keeps it himself up the middle, wrapped up right away by number 72. That's Robert Heald. He's a senior for the Bulldogs.
Absolutely one of the better players for Bedford. Goffstown's had their hands full all day with big number 72, Robert Heald.
Gervais brings the Grizzlies to the line of scrimmage. In the shotgun, Bork to his right. Gervais looking to pass quick on the right. Pass is complete to Andrew Duval. He's in first down territory and a little bit more. He's across at about the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 again by the hands of Duval.
Excellent catch by Duval there to pick up the first down.
Gervais set. Shotgun. Keeps it himself. Right up the middle. Picks up another nice gain. Boy, it looks like that little adjustment the Grizzlies have made. Those have been 2 of the best carries that Casey have had so far this game. Picked up about maybe 4 or 5 yards on that play, Tom.
Yeah, and like we talked about, just getting this offense going, it'll be extremely crucial to getting the victory today. Getting the defense a breather to start here on the second half, and hopefully we can see some Connor Bork to get outside.
Pat Leahy checked into the game. He's the big tall fella at the bottom right-hand side of your screen, number 4. 6'3", has a good height. Look, he's looking that way. Pass is complete to Leahy. First down. He's over by the end zone. Bushed out of bounds by about the 9 or the 8-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10 again.
Good throw and a good catch by Leahy, turning to the outside, breaking the tackle. Looks like it's going to bring up 1st and goal for the Grizzlies. They are well within Heidenreich territory.
Yeah,
here.
you know, what a difference this offense looks, Tom. 2 different teams coming out really in control, making some good momentum shifts, and just doing the small things and moving the ball and moving the chains. Gervais in the shotgun, Bork to his left. He still has it. Oh, he needs some blockers. Yeah, he's wrapped up. Got tackled up with a flag down on the play. Brought down by number 50. Is that number 52? Yeah, that's Alex Abad.
Usually in the area of a hold here. We'll see.
Holding on the Grizzlies. That'll bring us back just a bit. Illegal block in the back on the Grizzlies. Still first down. First and
goal from about the 25-yard line.
Gervais in the shotgun. Rolling to his left. Looking to pass. Bork coming up with some blocks. Pass is intended and completed. Andrew Duval. I guess it's no surprise.
Good play by Duval to at least get some of the yardage back. Picked up about 8 there. 2nd and goal from about the 18-yard line.
You know, everyone's kicking in. You see even Connor Bork in there, right in the mix with the guy much bigger than him. You know, setting the blocks in place. so that it gives Casey a little bit more time to make that clean pass.
Early timeout here for Bedford. On a tight game like this, those timeouts could be very valuable late in the game.
What is it, 3 timeouts a half, Tom?
3 timeouts per half.
So now they're down to 2, and you're right. As the score gets closer, going to be more important.
I look for the Grizzlies here, especially in this situation. This down and distance could have, one of those throws over the top. Had Pat Leahy in the first half, missed him. Had Frankie Diaz as well. So I think they're going to put the ball in the air, and they're well within Heidenreich's territory.
Tom, they say every touchdown is important, but boy, this one is really important just to create that extra spread, a little bit of, that'd be 3 scores that the Bulldogs would have to come back from, and still we're putting a dent in the clock here.
Yeah, 4 minutes have gone by, 8:05 left in the third. I think some points on the board would be fantastic here for the Grizzlies, but 6 is better than 3.
Absolutely. Potentially 7. Fans, we hope you're enjoying the coverage brought to you by GTV here in Goffstown. Grizzlies are on the Bulldogs 17, 2nd and 17 for a touchdown. 8 minutes here. Gervais will keep it. Looking back, has a man open. That's Cam Bond just out of the back of the end zone. Looked like Cam Bond was open on that play.
Gervais saw him late. He was open, put a little too much air under that ball. That one would have been better thrown on the line.
Brings up 3rd and 17 for the Grizzlies. If we have to go for the kick, Tom, I'd like to see it just maybe a little bit closer for Sam. We know he has the leg, but just kind of for more of an automatic. Gervais in the shotgun, looking to pass. He's looking right, looking left, fakes the pass to Bork. Still has time, still on his feet. This time right. Oh, right on the coverage. I don't think that was possession. Bork did not have that ball.
No,
bounced off his chest.
That was a great defensive play. Number 28, the senior David Norfleet, staying with Bork. Really a broken screen, but a great defensive play, and I think we're going to see.
Sam come out here and look for 3 points on the board. A big 3 points.
This is going to be a 35-yard field goal here for Goffstown.
.7:49 remaining in the third quarter. Sam set to kick. Snap is good. Kick is up. Plenty of leg. And that's good. 3 more points. 3 more points. Sam Heidenreich starts the game with 3, starts the second half with another 3, puts the Grizzlies on top, 27-14, 7:44 remaining in the third quarter.
That one had some distance, would have been good from about 45.
Boy, that's a strong leg. Mr. Smooth does it again.
Great kick, and important to get some points, taking some time off the clock here. Going to take another 4 minutes and 16 seconds off the clock. Big stand for the Goffstown defense coming up. We'll see what halftime adjustments the Bedford offense has made, but going back, that was a crucial penalty there, obviously pushing the Grizzlies back. Second and unmanageable, turns into 3 points, though.
Yep. Tom, looking at the future of these 2 programs, you're going to see these 2 programs, I think, on the top bracket for a few years to come, with a lot of these big plays coming from sophomores and juniors. It says an awful lot for both of the programs.
Yeah, Bedford is an extremely young team, obviously with Goffstown, Poisson, Duval, underclassmen, contributing here today.
Nick Moquin, Peyton Bigford.
Absolutely.
Kick is up by Sam. Nice kick. That's going to be to Hussan. He's the quick one on the Bulldogs. If he gets through that hole, he's off to the races, tied up right away. Looks like number 15 wrapped him up. Do we even have a 15, Tom? Sorry, a 5. That must have just been Joey Poisson I saw, no? Oh, 45. Sorry. That's number 45. Ethan Houle wrapped him up on that special teams coverage.
Good special teams play here. Goffstown defense.
Here we go again with the defense. Look at the attack Bulldogs are coming out with right away. 3 wideouts on the left. We got a flag. Looked like we have movement on the Bulldogs this time, Tom.
Yeah, and I think the 3 wide is more of getting coverage away from their best receiver, number 2, Hussein, who's all by himself on the right side. He's covered right now by it's number 24, Zach Como. So Zach's going to have his hands full. Got to make sure to wrap up.
Here we go with the ref with the call. We have offsides on the Grizzlies. Boy, they looked like there was some movement on the Bulldogs side of the ball.
Going to bring up 1st and 5.
1st and 5 for the Bulldogs from their own 35. Robert set back. Leahy to his right. Sorry, his left. Robert right out to Leahy. Pass high, intended for Leahy. On the coverage quickly was number 2, Cam Bond.
And it's a good defensive stop by Bond. Going to bring up 2nd and 5. He was there on the coverage. Looks like Goffstown's playing a zone scheme there.
You know, that's all about time and distance. When you don't give that player much time or distance, that defense is going to collapse really quick on that. And Cam Bond had some nice coverage on that play.
Yeah, credit Bedford trying to get the ball in the hands of Nick Leahy, one of the best running backs in the state.
Robert to Leahy right up the middle. Poisson was in on it, but early on the tackle, I think. Looks like it's can't quite see, number 27, Damian Jackson, I think was the first one to wrap him up for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, getting a little chippy down there as well.
So that's the first down for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10. Ball's on the 41-yard line. Clock is moving. 7 minutes here in the third quarter with the lead 27-14 by the Grizzlies. Robert in the shotgun. Leahy takes it, going up the middle. Picks up about maybe 3 yards on the play. Brought down by an awful lot of Grizzlies there. Boy, this defense is certainly earning their paycheck this week.
Let's credit the nose tackle again, Adam Moses, with another great play. He's been asked to step up here today, and he's done a fantastic job.
A super job for that sophomore. Robert brings the Dogs to the line of scrimmage. It's under 6.5 remaining. Sets back, looking to pass, looking for Hussein. Passes up. Oh, dropped. Great coverage on the play by Justin Warner. Pass was intended for number 84, Connor Collins, but Warner hit him right there. Clean play. What a coverage by Justin Warner, number 35.
Yeah, great play. Hit him right between the 8 and the 4. May have had a chance at the ball as well, but elected to take the man. Going to bring up 3rd and long, an important stop here for the Grizzly defense.
You know, the defense has done it all game so far. I expect nothing less here.
I look for Bedford to go back to their best player, number 2, Hussein, who's being shadowed now by number 2, Cam Bond.
Robert in the shotgun, rolling to his left this time. Quick pass out. Pass was intended for a big target, number 81, Ben Miller. That is incomplete. Looks like we'll see the punting team for the Bulldogs come out onto the field.
Great design play. I thought he had the receiver. A bit of an overthrow by the young quarterback. But good stand by the Grizzly defense, and they're going to get a punt here.
You know, Tom, even if it's 3 more points, just put points on the board. Points on the board every time.
Important, to play defense like they have. A great start, given the field position and the penalty, but we'll see what they can do on special teams again.
Annabelle set to kick. Gets a nice punt off. Looks like it's going to be Grizzly ball from the 25. 1st and 10, the Grizzlies will be at their own 25-yard line. 6 minutes, 2 seconds remaining here in the third quarter with a Grizzly lead, 27-14.
Smart play by number 9, Duval on the punt. Really, the ball was rolling. You never want to touch it in that position.
Let me ask you, Tom, can Andrew Duval do any more? Are there any other units on the football field. He plays offense. He plays defense. He's making plays on the special teams. Can he coach, too? I don't know. Put a headset on him.
He's a good young player, and, again, very going to be contributing to the Goffstown Grizzlies here for years to come.
Here we go. Casey Gervais, 6 minutes here in the third quarter remaining. His favorite back right behind him, Connor Bork. Set back, looking to pass, looks to his left, passes up, complete, just who I said. Andrew Duvall making it happen. Still on his feet, brought down by about 17 Bulldogs, I think, and he's finally down after he gets the first yards.
Without question, been the player of the game on offense for the Grizzlies. Made a lot of great plays, some great blocks on the outside. Gervais has got the ball to him.
Gervais takes no time. Connor Bork bumps to the outside, looking for blockers. Has some, picks up about 6-7 yards, maybe 8 yards on the play by Connor Bork. Boy, he keeps those feet moving.
He got to the outside and a block by number 9. I don't think we've said his name yet today. Duvall.
Yeah, exactly. Boy, they're not wasting any time. Gervais right from the shotgun. Again, Connor Bork up the middle this time behind some big blockers. I think he's got the first down. It's right in front of me, Tom. I think he has it.
That'll be close. We'll see, given the spot here. It should be enough for the first down.
I say it's a first down. You're going to have to check that. That's that close. Come on. That looks like it's a first down. What? You're kidding me. Tom, the nose of the ball is completely... Okay. Connor Bork bumps to the outside, has more than a first down. Cross midfield, out at the 45-yard line. Crosses into Bulldog territory.
That should be enough.
That's enough. Tom, the line was right in front of me, the nose of the ball. Probably half of the ball was over the line.
You saw it.
Adam, take a look at that again. Adam's in the studio.
We'll get some instant replay from GTV.
Gervais keeps it himself, this time up the middle. More than 4 yards. This time about 5 or 6 on the gain. Boy, the Grizzlies are doing a dandy job keeping the clock moving. 4:40 remaining in the third quarter with a lead.
Wearing down this Bedford defense. Important, just really taking time off the clock.
Slow to get up is number 77, Sam Malone. He's a senior at 6'1", 240. Do we have another one? Yeah, checking right into the game right there. That's Colin Wynn. He's a junior. Only he's 6'4", 263. What are they feeding these kids in Goffstown?
Going to have second and about 3 here for the Grizzlies. I look to keep it in Bork's hands. He's ran well, especially after contact today.
And after the half, between him and Casey, really moving the ball well. Gervais in the... Oh, boy. Looks like we have Grizzly movement. What I attest that to, Tom, is clearly the newest substitutes coming into the game. Maybe the chemistry just isn't there. When you start going deeper in your lineup, the chemistry might not be there.
Unfortunate, but going to bring up second and about 8. Don't think much is going to change from the Grizzlies' coaching standpoint. Just keep being methodical with regards to controlling the line of scrimmage and running hard.
Let me guess. If it's a pass, it's to Andrew Duvall. Nope, Connor Bork up the middle. He's bouncing all around. He's hurdling over people. Maybe a hard-fought 1 yard, Tom?
Yeah, going to bring up third and about 7, long 7.
And I think we're just a bit out of Sam Heidenreich's leg distance.
I think we're just a bit out of Gostowski's distance as well.
This is a big pass play here, Tom. Gervais in his shotgun, Bork to his right, Leahy far wide, Duvall in the slot. Quick one for a quick pass. Oh, pass was intended this time. New target, Timmy Como, tight end.
And that's unfortunate because Pat Leahy was wide open down the right-hand side. He got behind the defender. Going to bring up a punt here for the Grizzlies.
First time in 2 games we're going to see number 50, Jack Nordine, kick the ball. He's done a great job for us this season. Let's just see if he can pin the Bulldogs nice and deep in their own territory. The key here is going to be to get the coverage downfield as quickly as possible to contain Hussein. Nice kick by Nordine again. Look at where that ball's going. Gets a Grizzly bounce.
Good kick and a good turn of field position right there by the Goffstown special
Very
teams.
good field position. With 3:24 remaining, the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 from about their own 9-yard line, it looks like, Tom.
We don't go to commercials here, Al.
No.
Defense is right back on the field.
There's no TV timeout. Number 2, Shahrukh Hussain is coming off the field, Tom. Interesting that he's not out there. Robert in the shotgun. Leahy to his right. Late to Collins. Wow, wrapped up and lost for yardage on the play. The defense stands one more time.
And another great play. I couldn't see who that was on the outside, but tremendous tackle. Going to lose about 4 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and long.
Boy, the defense is stepping up. Hussain is checking back into the game. Robert bringing his team to the line of scrimmage. They are really pinned back on their goal line, Tom. The ball's on the 5-yard line. Coming right out is Colby Smith, number 32. Set wide also is Tom Reynolds and Shahrukh Hussain. Rolling to his left. Quick pass out. That's Tom Reynolds. Really no gain on the play. In fact, he may have lost another yard.
Great tackle. That was number 35 in the open field. Justin Warner, the senior, really making a great stand. Going to bring up about 3rd and 9 here for Bedford, deep in their own zone. Important down here for the Grizzlies to get a stop.
I'd say so, Tom. As the Bulldogs come to the line of scrimmage with just about 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter with the lead 27-14. Defense is looking to make a big stand here, get good field position. Robert from the shotgun taking 2 steps back, looking deep, looking left, keeps it himself, runs out the middle, has some room. Boy, he's hurdling over players. Easily gets the first down there.
And that was a great individual effort by the Bedford quarterback, and looks like we have a few Grizzlies.
Peyton Bickford, number 14.
Slow to get up on the field.
I think he's grabbing his midsection. Maybe he got the wind knocked out of him. It doesn't look like a lower body injury. He's moving his legs.
Could be a cramp as well. Let's hope he's okay. But tremendous individual effort by the quarterback, Connor Robert for Bedford, picking up the first down by himself. That was 3rd and about 9. He got about 17.
Yeah, and you know what? Towards the end there, Tom, he was hurdling over the defenders. Yeah, like you said, you got to give Robert some credit there.
So Bickford will have to come out for a play. We'll see. Looks like,
I think the wind got knocked out. I think he got hit square in the chest.
Yeah, it looks like Pat Leahy's going to step in for him on defense, number 4.
Robert coming to the line of scrimmage has 4 wideouts. Leahy in the backfield with Robert. Robert keeps it himself, looking for some blockers. Wrapped up. Taken down finally by Andrew Duval. Pickup of about 3 yards on the play for the Bulldogs. 1.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter.
Still 27-14, 13-point lead for the Goffstown Grizzlies.
Second and 6 for the Grizzlies from their own 35. Quick pass out to Reynolds. Wrapped up right away, but there's a gain on the play of about 3, maybe 4 yards.
It appears that they're going to be short. Going to bring up 3rd and half of a yard here. They look to get on ball and get a quick snap.
I think get on ball, and I think no shocker, you're going to see Robert just dive forward. Yep. He may not have it, depending upon where they spot that, Tom. That's if they stopped him, boy, that brings up a tough decision for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, great job by, the young nose tackle, Adam Moses.
They gave it to him.
Looks like that he has just enough for a first down.
Yep.
But clock is ticking. 37:02 here left in the third quarter.
Clock is starting now. This might be the last play of the third quarter, Tom, unless it's an incomplete pass. From their own 40, it's 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Robert rolling to his right, looking for a quick pass, looking deep. Down the field, pass is complete. Across midfield, wrapped up and brought down. That's number 84 for the Bulldogs. That's Connor Collins.
Grizzlies very concerned with coverage there for Hassan, number 2. Took both the safety and the cornerback over the top. Left number 84 wide open for the big pickup of for the first down pickup.
That's going to bring us to a close here in the third quarter. We're going to start the fourth with a Grizzly lead, 27-14, where the Bulldogs will be 1st and 10 from the Grizzly 42. They're going to look to have to strike early and often here. That's 2 quick scores that they'd have to do just to come back. Next possession's an important one for the Grizzlies.
They're going to have 1st and 10 to start the fourth quarter. Keep in mind, these are probably 2 of the best teams in the state. So looking at down the road, the winner of this game will have a decided advantage going into the playoffs. But I think you're going to see both these teams make some noise later on in the year.
Yeah, looking for the next few games for the Grizzlies. We have on the calendar, we have Bishop Girton, Central, and the closeout on the 30th at away at Memorial. Your old stomping grounds,
yes,
DJ.
Yes.
I don't know, maybe we'll see a banner, or maybe perhaps your number retired there. Not quite sure if we'll see the number waving in the wind there.
You'll see it, don't worry.
I will say, Tom, I did make a prediction yesterday at the pregame coverage that the score would be 28-14. So I'm just going on the record. And I know it's the third quarter. Fourth quarter as we start. Robert from the shotgun, looking back, rolling left. Pass diving, incomplete, intended. Flag on the play. Intended for number 32. That's Colby Smith. We got a penalty on the Grizzlies. Tom, what was that call?
That was roughing the passer. Number 2, Cam Bond, hit the quarterback late. That's number 4.
I guess that's a no-no.
And that's going to be a first down automatic. Not a great penalty to take here to start the fourth quarter.
Boy, that's a big penalty, Tom.
That's
15 yards?
15 yards, roughing the passer.
Boy, oh boy, that's a big one, is right. Wow. What a way to start the fourth quarter. Just under 12 minutes here. 5 ticks, in fact, off the clock. Bulldogs 1st and 10 from the Grizzly 26.
Peyton Bickford checking back in the game as well. He looks to be okay.
Robert from the shotgun. Leahy takes the ball, has some blockers on their outside. Wow, wrapped up nicely. Damian Jackson got right back there, get a grip of the back of his shirt and wouldn't let go.
Fortunate gang tackle by the Grizzlies. Had him actually in the backfield as well, but going to bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice stop by the Grizzlies one more time. Robert looking for a quick pass on the slant. Pass was intended for number 2, Hassan. On the coverage, Zach Como. Broken up that play nicely.
Good coverage by Como there. Had him on the slant. Ball was thrown behind him. 3rd and 9. I think this is 4-down territory without question.
Yeah, I think so, Tom. They're at the Grizzly 25. You might as well at this point, but they're going to have 2 more chances. Interesting to see Bedford. They're probably spreading it out again, opening the middle of the field. You might see Robert do that play right up the middle again. Robert 2 steps back, looking to pass. Quick pass out is complete to Leahy. Looks like he's got a first down.
That was a good call on the running back screen to the short side of the field. Enough for the first down.
Yep. We got 11 minutes here. Holding on to a 13-point lead. It's 1st and 10, ball on the Grizzly 14. Robert from the shotgun, right to Leahy. A lot of Grizzlies right there in the middle stopping him. Maybe a gain of 2, maybe 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, a combination of Tim Como, 85, and Adam Moses.
10.5 minutes remaining here in the game with the Grizzly lead 27-14. Robert in his shotgun, Leahy to his right. Collins in motion. Leahy keeps it himself, has an opening in the middle, has some room in the end zone. Bulldogs.
Big score by Bedford.
21.
Answering the call. And this is a big extra point here for the Bulldogs, but great answer. And this Goffstown Grizzly offense is going to need points.
Yep. They're going to have to find a way to do it.
10 minutes to play in the fourth quarter.
Going for the extra point is Annabelle. This would be a big block if we could get one here. Snap is up. Kick is up. It looks, yep, it's good. 21-27, 10 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Boy, this game has lived up to everything that what everybody said it would be. A close game, a great game, a beautiful day at a beautiful field.
Yeah, a lot of big plays by that Bedford Bulldog offense there. Started with the quarterback who's been pretty good today. That's Connor Robert. We got a close game, and the Grizzlies haven't been in one of these all game, so we will see what they're made of.
Yeah, the offense is going to have to certainly step up unless the special teams could get one here, which we know they're capable of.
Points are at a premium here. A touchdown would be tremendous in order to pick up the victory.
You know, Tom, 7 points would put the Bulldogs by a 1-point margin here. Annabelle kicks it on the ground. Fielded by Bigford. Has a lot of blockers, nowhere to go. He's down at about the 34-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10. We're looking here where the Grizzlies have to put some points on the board from the offense.
As good as the Goffstown Grizzlies defense has been all year, the Bedford offense has really stepped up today, and I'd feel much more comfortable with some points on the board here. I think you gotta give it to your running back Connor Bork, number 21. He's been running hard all day, and it's just a matter of time before you get him in space.
Or in the hands of Andrew Duval, number 9.
Who?
Who's that? Number 9. Gervais, quick pass out to Frankie Diaz. First completion of Frankie all game. Picks up, wow, if he's not out of bounds from here, looks like he picked up maybe 8 or 9 yards on the play, Tom.
Yeah, good play by Duval. That was just a short 5-yard.
That was Castillo, Diaz, 11. First completion of Frankie today.
Excellent. Going to bring up 2nd and 2.
Gervais in his shotgun, takes 2 steps back, looking to pass, rolls to his right, under pressure, has to Connor Bork, dodges one, dodges another. He's across the 45 to the 46. 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies as they move the chains. 9:30 remaining here, 9:38 in fact, in the fourth quarter.
Get it in the hands of your best offensive player, and it's been Bork all year. Made another play in space, made a defender miss, and picked up the first down.
Gervais from the shotgun. Bork to his left. 2 steps back. Quick pass again. This time complete to Frankie Diaz. Pickup of about 7 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 3. Slow to get up is Castillo Diaz. He's waving off the help on the side. He says he's good.
Similar play to the first down play on the last A couple of downs by Diaz, picking up about 8. Going to bring up 2nd and 2.
From the Bulldog 46. Gervais for a quick pass to Frankie Diaz. Wow, there's a lot of mustard on that pass. Frankie couldn't hold on. Pass is incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down with 3 to go on the Bulldog 46. I think you're right, Tom. I think you put it in Connor's hands because Connor's going to pick up 3 yards. He's averaging almost 15 yards a carry for the season so far. Put it in Connor's hands. You know he can leap over 3 yards. And that's what they do, and he's right up the middle. He's leaping. He's just about at that goal line, that 1st down marker, and it's a 1st down. What did I call?
You got to get it. Got to get it to number 21, and he just picked up enough there after contact. Again, he runs hard.
Tom, points on the board, but also ticks off the clock are important here, and that's exactly what the Grizzlies are doing right now. Gervais from the shotgun. Quick pass, no good. Looking, under pressure, he's sacked. He's back at the 46 at their own, pushed back at their own 46-yard line. The Bulldog defense stepped right up, pushed Gervais right back.
Although it's a sack and not a great play, important that the clock keeps ticking. I'd like to see Connor Bork touch the ball a little bit more here. We'll see what Coach Huff does.
Because we know the Bulldog offense is potent enough to put points on the board, Tom, and we got to get something here. 2nd and 16, ball on the 50. Gervais rolling to his left, trying to get it away, under pressure, sacked again. We got a flag down. Intentional grounding, Tom?
Well, he was outside the pocket. I would be surprised at this call. And that's the first call that the officials have missed today. But unfortunate there for the Grizzlies. They're going to lose 10 yards and a down.
Yeah, that's Tom. I got to believe he was outside that tackle. I don't know how that's intentional grounding. If Adam could do a replay on that, take a peek at that, not quite sure.
And I'm not sure the ball got back to the line of scrimmage, so that's what they could be stating as well.
Gervais coming back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and very long.
25, boy. Has the blocks. Pass is going deep, and there's no one there. Pass is incomplete. I think it was intended for Leahy. Leahy looked like he just stopped or held up.
Going to bring up a punt for the Grizzlies, and we're going to see the defense again. Very surprised they didn't get the ball to Connor Bork there. We'll see special teams again, and hopefully they can make a play.
7:38 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Grizzlies are set to punt. Jack Nordine, great leg all year. 27-21. Set back to put it in the hands of number 2. That's Sarouk Hussan. Kick is up. Hussan catches it clean.
He's got some space.
He's got some space. Beckford's tracking him down. Leahy's there. He's running back. He's out of bounds. He's out of bounds. Good field position. Looks like he's at about or near the 40-yard line. Bulldogs will be 1st and 10 with 7.5 remaining here at the Grizzly Den.
Bedford really taking control in the last 10 minutes or so. Going to be important for the Goffstown defense to get a stop here and possibly one of those turnovers you like so much.
Robert takes the shotgun to Leahy up the middle. Has a lot of room. Cross midfield. One man to beat. Zach Como drags him down. Thank God Zach Como was there. Brought down at the 44-yard line of the Grizzlies.
And an excellent run. Again, number 14, Nick Leahy. He's only a junior, so you're going to see him again next year.
Oh, boy. Robert from the shotgun at about the 44 for the Grizzlies to Leahy. Looking for space in the middle. Wow, Joey Poisson just gobbled him up. Gobbled him right up, Tom.
Yeah, excellent play by number 5, the young sophomore, Joey Poisson. Really stayed in the hole, stuck him. No gain.
I think he jumped on him and grabbed his arms like he was a tree. He just held a hold of him and brought him down. Second and 10, ball on the Grizzly 44. Robert in the shotgun. Quick pass out. Pass intended. No, incomplete, intended for number 3. That's Tom Reynolds. On the coverage, was that Justin Warner?
That was Warner.
35.
And, fortunate because number 3, Thomas Reynolds, he had his hands on the ball. Just a little drop there, and they're going to get these few thousand people on their
They're on their feet. We can hear them. The Grizzlies want some support here. This is the time to do it. 6:28 remaining with a lead by 6. Brings up 3rd and 10. Robert in the shotgun. Leahy on his right. Weapons deployed on the left and right. Taking attention, like you said, Tom, away from Hussein. He's dropping back 3, looking for his receivers. He's keeping it himself. Wrapped up, can't be held on. Wrapped up again. Oh, gobbled up.
Tremendous 3rd down play by the defense. Great coverage and great pressure up front. Adam Moses has been great today. He's been fantastic.
Do you kick the ball? Do you punt it, or do you go 4th and 9 on the Grizzly 44?
I think you go for it.
You have to, right? 6 minutes remaining.
This Bedford
down.
Team's been this Bedford offense has been great. And this is arguably the biggest play of the year coming up.
Bedford's calling a timeout. I'd do the same thing. You got to make sure this happens. They're trailing by 6. Under 6 minutes remain. Tom, if they give the ball back to the Grizzlies can gobble up some time.
Biggest play of the year.
Boy, oh boy.
Without question, it's important for the linebackers here to not only stay in coverage, but to also spy on the quarterback. As you'll recall in the last 4th down play, he picked up about 17 yards right up the middle. So they've been great in coverage. I would put Cam Bond, number 2, on Hussein, who he's been shadowing him for most of the afternoon and has done well. We'll see. Really gotta have this play here. 4th and a long 8 for
Tom,
the Bedford
everyone's sitting on the edge of their seats. If not, they're standing. Most of the folks in the stands are standing. If you're home watching, you're probably at the edge of your computer chair watching this. Boy,
what a great game.
What a terrific game. Lived up to everything everyone said it would be. Grizzlies play is looking for a little bit of noise here from Grizzly Nation. Fans, if you're home watching this, I want to hear it from you too. Stand up and give us a cheer. Let the defense hear you as well. Come on.
Looks like we're going to have a punt here.
Maybe, yep. Wow, it is a punt. Interesting. Fielded by Duvall, has some room. Has a couple people to beat, has another blocker, rolling all over people, finally brought down at about the 40-yard line by number 60 by the Bulldogs. That's a big tackle. That's Justin Mello on the tackle. Great play by Andrew Duvall, picked up a lot of yards.
Great tackle. Way to hang on to the ball as well for Duvall. Often when you get tackled from behind, that ball could come loose. We thought they were going to go for it. Coach of Bedford obviously wants to keep their going to trust in their defense
and trust in his offense that he knows if he gets the ball back, they can put points on the board. Tom, we have to see the Grizzlies do more than just move the chains. We got to see a strike. We got to see them gobble up an awful lot of time, because boy, that's asking a lot from the Grizzly defense to stop them again.
Points on the board would seal the game.
Man in motion is Connor Bork. Gervais keeps it himself. He's gobbled up. He's got nowhere to go. Flag on the play. We got a late flag way downfield. Looks like number 44 for the Bulldogs. That's Nick Canoni, and Timmy Como got wrapped up in something, but there's a flag down.
Yeah, this could be an important call.
Holding.
It's going to be a hold against the Grizzlies.
Yep.
Declining the penalty will bring 2nd and 10. It looks like they're going to march them back. Going to be 1st and 20. And again, penalties have been the key to stalling this Grizzly offense.
And, the Bulldogs have been pretty clean, playing a pretty clean game. No laundry on the field for them.
Absolutely.
I think all the penalties have been for the Grizzlies this year.
Yeah, one or two. Again, they're extremely well coached, disciplined team. But I need Connor Bork to get a touch here, Al. It's been quite some time. You got to get it in the hands.
You
got to
get it to the guy who can make a breakout play with 5.5 remaining, with just a 6-point lead and a potent offense that the Bulldogs have. We got to put some points on the board. This Grizzly offense has to do it here. Gervais in the shotgun. He's using as much time as he possibly can. Gervais looking right. Quick pass to Frankie Castillo-Diaz. Spins around, dodges people. Don't know if there's much. There's definitely a dent in that, Tom. How much do you think they picked up?
I think they picked up close to about 9 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 12, but it keeps the clock rolling. Important on plays like that, especially when you're going to drop back. They're going to chew off another 30 seconds of this clock. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to play here in Goffstown.
Key is to get the ball across midfield. If you don't score, gobble up the clock. Let Bedford use their timeouts. And we're going to have to see the defense on the field maybe last, Tom.
They're down to 1 timeout here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they're really using all the time they can. Gervais in the shotgun, looking for a quick pass. Frankie Diaz, this time on the left side, has a blocker. Wow, picked up a lot of yards on that play. He's about 5 yards short of a first down. Clock is still moving. Brings up 3rd and about 5.
He may have got rolled up on there, but they keep going back off coverage again by the Bedford defense. That play has been there all game.
Well, all we got to do is one more time, move the chains. That'll bring us probably close to under 3 minutes.
Big play here for the Grizzly offense.
Checking in is Cam Bond. Andrew Duval, number 2, number 9. At your bottom of your screen is Andrew Duval. Keep an eye on him. He's been a playmaker all game today.
I'd like to see Connor Bork get to the outside here.
Have him go to the far outside with all the running room. And that's what they do. There's a flag down on the field. There's a flag down. There's a flag. He's in the end zone, but there's a flag on the field. 2 flags on the field.
Looks to be a false start. That'll be coming back.
You're kidding me.
On the Grizzly offense. Very, very unfortunate. That would have been the game.
That would have been the game right there.
Going to bring up 3rd and 10.
I'm going to tell you, though, Tom, we've seen this before. We saw this against Nashua North. A nice play like that, 40, 50-yard run, flag on the field, brought back to only on the next play, Connor Bork runs it in the end zone again. Yep. If there's somebody who can do that, it's Connor because he's done it before.
He hasn't touched the ball enough in the second half, in my opinion.
Now we know why he needs to.
Going to bring up 3rd and 10, 3 minutes, 20 seconds. I think at the very least, the clock needs to be running here. It'd be hard-pressed to drop back and pass unless you know you absolutely have it.
3rd and 11. Put it in the hands of the playmaker, number 21. Let's see him do it again. Gervais, shotgun. Looking to pass. He's under pressure. He's going to keep it himself. He's across midfield in front. He's hurdling people. He's down at the 40-yard line. At the 39-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 Grizzlies. 3 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Gervais with the big keeper up the middle.
Biggest play of the year, Al. He hurled the defender. Excellent play. That was an all-state play right there. Going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies. 3 minutes to go.
Now keep it in your playmaker's hands. Let them drain out the clock. Get in the end zone. Try to survive this game. Try to survive with this lead. Under 3 minutes remaining here, Tom. 6-point lead. Gervais taking all the time he can, waiting for that backfield judge to raise his arm. Then he knows he has 5 seconds. Gervais on the snap. Bork this time. Wow, rattled on. He's still loose. He's brought back. Forward progress will put him at about the 45, 46-yard line. 2.5 minutes remaining here in the game.
Looks like Bedford's going to take their 3rd and final timeout. That first timeout they took in the 3rd quarter.
Early.
We talked about needing that. Turns out that they'd like to have another one here, but they will not be able to stop the clock again for the remaining part of the game.
Boy, another first down I think would do it.
Another first down certainly would. Just a great play by Gervais. Individual effort, just shedding the tackle, scampering for about 20 yards to pick it up. Just a great play.
Tom, this game has lived up to all the hype, everything that we've heard. The people are still here. No, I don't think anybody has left. Why would you leave this game if you're here?
Well, I think you'd leave to go get your car because you had to park so far away.
You got to commute, for Pete's sake. Grizzlies are coming to the line of scrimmage.
So 2nd and 11. I can't imagine putting the ball in the air. It's going to be another 2 plays here. If Bedford does get it back, they'll have it back with under a minute to play. No timeouts to stop the clock. So a first down would certainly seal the game here for the Goffstown Grizzlies.
But I don't necessarily think that the Grizzlies should just sit back and wait for
not
that.
At all.
I think they still have to have forward progress on the ball. Gervais set back in his famous shotgun. Bork to his right, weapons deployed. Bork bumps out to the left, has a blocker. Can he dodge this gentleman? Stiff arms him. Just short of the first down.
Yeah, great tackle. Number 28 for Bedford. That's David Norfleet. He's been a great player all game. But important to stay inbounds for Bork, which he did. Going to bring up 3rd and 12.
They're still cooking at the Grizzly Den, Tom.
Oh, they got to feed all these people.
Boy, look at this. Gervais all alone in the backfield. Oh, and in motion is Bork. Oh, whoa. Gervais picking up Tom. Why is there no flag?
Yeah, I think we have one on the far side of the field.
That's clearly Bedford offsides. That's a penalty finally for the Bulldogs. Good. With 1:40 remaining here, Tom, that's a big, big penalty.
That should another 5 yards there from the line of scrimmage. We'll see what the call is. They're talking.
Yeah, they're still conferring over there, Tom. Going to put some time, I think, more back on the clock. Dead ball foul.
They're going to put 1:47 back on the clock. Going to be a 5-yard penalty for offsides on the Bedford Bulldogs.
Bring up 3rd and 6.
To bring up 3rd and a long 6 here for Goffstown.
And clearly in a 4th down territory, Tom. Would you think? How much more do you punt it?
Yeah, I think that you can punt the ball here. It's about field position.
Oh, that's 14:70 on the clock. They're going to have to fix that one. No, that's... There it is, 1:47. With a 6-point lead, Grizzlies are 3rd and 6.
They pick it up here. It's going to should end the game. Important play.
Yeah,
3rd down.
First down here, the game's over. Gervais in the shotgun. Bulldogs are itching to come across that line of scrimmage. Gervais keeps it himself, bounces to the right. He's being tagged on the sweater. Nope. 1:16, 1:15 on the clock. Wow, Tom. This is coming down here. How long is this clock going to be able to go before we snap the ball, Tom?
Depending on when the referee spotted the ball, it should be well under a minute here.
Well, now it's at 50 seconds.
And doesn't appear that we're going to see a punt. We're going to have 4th down and 9.
Put it in Connor's hands. Let him run in the end zone again. Gervais in the shotgun. They haven't taken a timeout yet.
Timeout Goffstown with 36 seconds left.
Excellent. You know, Tom, try to get somebody on a hard snap. Get a Bulldog penalty again.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if we didn't see Jack Nordine come out and punt the ball.
Really?
Just really about backing them up. 30, I mean, you're talking about kicking the ball inside the 20. Really, you have to travel 80 yards in 36 seconds. Broken play really is the only way that that's going to happen. Broken play and a missed tackle. I'll take my chances with the Grizzly defense.
Boy.
But let's give credit to this Bedford team.
This is a phenomenal football team.
Fantastic team. One of the better defenses again.
And
held the Grizzlies to one touchdown today.
On the day today, the better offensive team.
Yeah, they've moved the ball very well, but their defense has been quite impressive. It's been a game of special teams. Bedford's going to go back. They're not going to allow that kick return to happen again in the playoffs. Well, they're going to block for the punt.
Speaking of special teams here, we got Jack Nordine. We're getting ready to kick. Tom, you definitely don't want somebody to run back this.
No.
Big kick here by Jack. Get the coverage downfield. Tries to pin him in the corner. Took a Grizzly bounce. Bulldogs are going to be on the 1.
And that was Peyton Bickford, it looked like, with
that
tremendous team special teams play.
Wow.
Knocking the ball off the goal line. Gonna have Bedford's gonna have the ball first and 10 on their own 3.
With 24 seconds remaining.
And if you're Duval, nobody can get behind you on this play.
Oh, Tom, don't say that. Yeah, please. D-backs, don't let anybody get behind you.
I think we're going to see Gervais in as well. Leahy. Absolutely nobody can get behind you on this play.
Bedford has deployed all their weapons deep. Robert set back in his own end zone looking to pass. It's the only thing. Jack Nordine is tracking him down. Knocked out of bounds by Damian Jackson. 16 seconds remaining. Under pursuit by Jack Nordine, league leader in sacks with 5 this year. Yeah, Damian Jackson just finished him off.
And flushed him out of the pocket. He obviously had nowhere to go. 16 seconds left. Going to come down to one of the final plays here. And I would get Gervais and Duval well back.
Robert set back in the shotgun, moving back under pressure from Timmy Como and Jack Nordine. Jack Nordine wraps him up. Husan has the ball. Zach Como wraps him up and finishes it off. Zach Como, great shoestring tackle.
And we're going to have the final play we should have here.
Final play, 5 seconds.
They're going to spike the ball. And this will be the final play here.
4.9 seconds remaining here at the game at the Grizzly Den. Your Grizzlies lead 27-21. Nice shoestring tackle, wrap up by Zach Como on Husan. Bulldogs come out of the huddle.
I think we're going to see some trickery,
We have a timeout, Goffstown.
And a good timeout call by Goffstown. Going to reiterate the fundamentals of these last plays. Really have to tackle and make sure that nobody gets behind you, that nobody gets outside of you, and it's going to be extremely important to win this game.
Tom, everyone's on their feet, clearly. Under 5 seconds. The only play you can make is a pass, I would imagine, Tom. You can't. But when you have the talent like Hussein.
They have to move the ball downfield. Rarely is they're going to be able to complete a pass. I think we're going to see a short pass, and we're going to see a lot of laterals here. But Goffstown just needs to stay disciplined and make sure that they tackle well.
Tom, what we're going to see is we're going to see Bedford again in the playoffs. And if we come out of here with a victory today, we're going to be the higher seed. November 7th will be a rematch here at the Grizzly Den. The weather's probably not going to be the same as it is today, but that's what we're going to see, is we're going to see another rematch. Robert, 3 steps back, looking to pass, goes left. We got a trick play. He has some room. Justin Warner's in pursuit. Warner drags him down. That's the game. Grizzlies win. Grizzlies win the game. 27-21. Grizzlies leave with the victory. What a game this has been, Tom.
Tremendous game. Very, very fortunate to get the win here today. 1 offensive touchdown for the Grizzlies today. That hasn't happened all year. They will take the victory.
Tom, I think you're looking at the number 1 team in the state after Pinkerton's loss yesterday. 17 to only scoring 7 points against the Warriors of Winnicott. I think the Grizzlies should be probably number 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if Bedford moves up and goes to 2 and Pinkerton goes down to 3.
Bedford is, without question, one of the top teams in the state. They showed a lot coming into Goffstown today, putting up a heck of a fight against the Grizzlies. Coach has to be pleased. I thought that they played well on both sides of the ball, but again, defense and special teams. Kick return touchdown, and we had a punt return touchdown, and a punt block for a touchdown, excuse me.
Terrific, terrific game, and Grizzlies win. We got the celebration going on. 6 points, Tom, but I think what we have to look at here is the offense really scoring 1 touchdown, and the defense and special teams doing a super job. Stand-up job, just as we expected them to do. Folks, we hope you enjoyed the broadcast today by GTV. Joining me in the studio behind the scenes is Adam McCune. Doing the film coverage is Brian Bork. We have color with Tom and Torcio, Kevin Huru in the back scene on the coverage. And I'm Al Potvin, the voice of the Grizzlies. Thanks for tuning in.